And Utica unable to handle it as the hit would go right into the net, Emily. That's kind of just an unfortunate ball placement. Not much you can really do there unless you're laying on the ground. But here comes Hilbert once again as it's Eleanor Rybicki from Texas all the way up in New York. And a big spike from Jenna Rivak. Really well done there by Rivak to keep her team in this game as Hilbert's kind of climbing back a little bit here, Emily. We saw him down 7-3. We're up to 7-5 now as another serve goes over. And Utica's going to do what they can here with it. But Relman did not have a problem with it once again. And Hilbert giving Utica a little taste of their own medicine there with the doink we saw from Utica in the first game. As here comes Rybicki again. And a good spike. That's Molly McKinnon trying to return it, but just too far out of reach. And hard to say if that one would have stayed in bounds without her touching it. It looked like it was going right for the line from where we're sitting. And Michaela Rice did really well there to get that ball over from a very tough angle. Utica giving a free ball to Hilbert. That'll be one hit. That's two, and here comes three. Just a little too much. That one will be out, and there's no tip, so it's going to be a point for Utica, making it 9-6. Utica with a chance here to get another serve. We haven't seen an ace yet this game, as that's Trinity Bailey. And a big spike, but nothing too difficult for Utica there. That one went all the way up into the rafters. I don't think it quite hit the ceiling, but it landed in the bleachers. Obviously, no one wants to lay out onto the bleachers trying to get a ball in the air, so.
That's just a testament to how much power these girls are using during these games.
Absolutely. I know I wouldn't want to be the one laying out to dive into the bleachers for a ball. And a big spike there from Elizabeth Hanbo, make it 11-6, and Hilbert needs another timeout. Emily, Utica really just has had one step forward ahead of them this entire set.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of probably pressure on Hilbert because of their losing streak. You know, I can tell these girls are playing with urgency, but I'm sure Coach Calvin Crosby is definitely speaking with much more. So I think Utica really has been, had a bit of a leg up from the get-go.
Yeah, and it's been a tough game so far for Hilbert. Obviously, starting behind, you're kind of playing behind the entire game. No one wants to be in that position. But hey, it's all about how you bounce back and how you're able to maybe take that lead back and win a set.
Again, the gap isn't too big. It's 6-11 right now in Utica's favor, so there's always a chance that Hilbert can bounce back.
And Utica with their signature breakdown. Still waiting for Hilbert to re-enter the court. But Utica, all smiles over there on that sideline. They're happy to be here. They're having fun. I see some dancing going on.
I see some high fives as well.
It's all you can ask for. And Hilbert looks a little more down in the dumps. We're obviously losing the first set, down right now.
Yeah.
You're going to be in a rough spot, but it's all about how you bounce back.
Doesn't look too tense, but they just did their little hawk sign. That was very cute.
As out comes Hilbert, and we are ready to restart. Here comes Trinity Bailey. And Trinity Bailey with a really well-placed serve, but very well done there by Michaela Rice to get another point for Hilbert. I mean, keeping him in this game, just like we keep saying.
Yeah, that was Michaela Rice. That was a very smooth kind of send over.
And here's Jenna Rivak. Vibrant pink shoes down on the court.
Yeah, I was just about to comment on those. Those are so cute.
Waiting for the signal, and here it is. Up and over. And Utica, not too much trouble handling that one. And Hilbert unable to keep that one in play. It's going to be another point for Utica, making it 12-7. On the serve now for Utica is going to be Elizabeth Hamba. We saw her in the last set, but here she is back again. And a tricky little play there as Jessie Jonathan hits it over on the second hit. Well done by Hilbert here to let that one go out of bounds. A close call, pretty tight to the line, but the right call for Hilbert.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just looking from here, I couldn't really tell which side of the line that was on.
And here comes Michaela Rice now on the serve.
Again, I'm seeing a lot of very smooth, motion from Michaela Rice.
And just a little bit too far on Rice's serve. It'll go over the line. And just unlucky not to keep that one in.
I've been kind of noticing it's a little unlucky for Hilbert because the moment that they're a little bit under, they start using so much power, which is great, typically, but it's just a little bit too much. They keep overshowing it in a way. So I feel like that urgency is kind of setting them behind. Not that they should dial it back, but it's kind of counterproductive and not working out the way I think they'd like it to.
Right, and we just saw a big point there from Lindy Ix. But Hilbert's still down by 4 points as we get another serve over by Jessie Jonathan. And here comes Hilbert back the other way, but blocked. It'll go out of bounds though, and it'll be a point for Hilbert. That was Caitlin Esposito with the block, but just unable to keep it in play. Obviously, always hard when you're going up for a block. You can't really direct that ball. Here comes Utica again. And this time she does. She goes for the spike, makes Hilbert try and block it, and she does the same thing they just did to her.
You see a little spin on that?
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
And back to serve now is Lauren Jones, Emily's player to watch for the day. She's been phenomenal down there on the court so far. A beast in the front row and just as good in the back.
Again, in their 5 games played so far, she's played 18 sets, so she's definitely been on the court a lot, very experienced, and really ready to go this season, I feel like.
Absolutely, and Caitlin Esposito with another big block, but just unable to direct it. Like we've been saying, it's always hard to direct those balls coming at you with that much speed, and she's doing the best she can. This time she'll go for a spike. And Hilbert unable to control that one. It'll be another point for Utica, making it 15-11. We've kind of been in this spot where it's been a 4-point lead for Utica for quite some time.
Yeah. Again, I feel like the moment that Hilbert can get that kind of lucky streak back, it quickly dissolves.
Right, and sometimes you get that lead early on, and all you got to do is hold on to it.
Yeah. Sometimes, it really can be very discouraging once you've hit that mark where you've been behind for a hot second. That starts to impact, the way that you're playing. I'm not seeing any, sluggish behavior on the Hilbert side, but I think it might be. It's a very big mental game. You see these people who are serving, waiting.
Emily, of course, as soon as I said something, the little announcer's curse came in. Hilbert's only down by 3 now. 15-12. Utica's up, and make it 15-13 after a net violation. Sloppy there from Utica. We've seen them, they've been pretty solid so far. Not too many violations, too many double touches, things like that. But just maybe someone lost balance there, ran into the net. Here's Roman again. And a strong serve, a little bit too strong as it goes past the back line and out of bounds. We've seen quite a few of those today, Emily. Just players doing their best, trying to pinpoint a corner on the court, and they just put a little too much power on it or don't get under it enough.
I mean, the good thing is, I'd rather have, too much power than too little,
Exactly. It's a lot more embarrassing to hit it into the net.
Yeah. To hit one of your teammates.
Jenna Rayback didn't hit it in the net there, though. She spikes it right down on the Utica side. Makes it a 2-point game, 16-14 for Utica.
I feel like the moment that we've been saying something's going on, we see a trend, immediately they've got to...
Maybe we should stop saying something.
Yeah.
Here comes Eleanor Rybicki on the serve. And hold on, we had to bring a towel out, wet spot on the floor.
It's such a tense.
And a good chance there from Utica, but just a little too high on that spike, as that's Giselle McLean spiking it into the net. Obviously not what she intended. And Emily, just like that, it's a 1-point game.
Let's see if we can tie it up. And it looks like it's tied. Hilbert 16, Utica 16. It really is anyone's game. We're real close to 25.
Jada Anthony this time with a spike into the net. And Utica's going to use a timeout. Up by 5 at one point. And now a tie game at 16-16. There's a minute 15 in the timeout. And this really is anyone's game, Emily, like you said.
It definitely looks like a bit of a calmer environment over on the Hilbert side now that they've been able to pick up that slack. Looks very solemn over with Utica, but they're all, they've all been very kind of physical interlocked throughout. During the Pledge of Allegiance, they were all, kind of wrapped around each other, but that was, I can tell they're a very connected team, and I feel like that's definitely been playing a part in how they've been playing today.
No time on this timeout, Emily. They come back out 30 seconds in. Hilbert not taking much longer either. It looks like both teams want to just get back out here and play some volleyball.
Yeah, I mean, we're so close to the end of this set.
And Hilbert will serve. They got that last point off of the spike that did not go over, and it'll be Eleanor Rybicki with the serve. Referee puts his fingers in the air, acknowledging the tribal chief, and up the ball goes.
A very renewed and explosive energy from both sides, Mike, don't you think?
Absolutely, Emily. Both teams have been very explosive, very energetic, both on the sidelines and on the court.
And now Hilbert's up 17-16.
Not something we expected to see here based on the earlier part of the game, but Hilbert coming back out of nowhere and showing them that they're legit.
Oh.
But again, Emily, that announcer's curse. That serve will go just a little bit too long, and it'll be Utica's serve, 17-17.
We've got Trinity Bailey once again.
Kara Norton. There's Rice. Good block there by Utica. Well done to settle it. And a great call you can hear from up here. That's Molly McKinnon. You hear her yell, out! Don't hit that ball. And Jenna Ravak on the serve now.
I wonder if those bright pink shoes are a lucky charm. If so, they're working.
That might be. I tell you what, I can't miss them. Ravak just waiting for the umpire's signal here. Both teams appear to be ready to go. You see Utica lining up with 3 in the back to return this. And they won't have to that time as Ravak hits it into the net. Sometimes it just doesn't come off your hand right. That's all that happens.
Sometimes the moment you're expecting something, preparing for it, there's going to get a curveball. It's better to be too prepared than, to get caught off guard.
So here's
But
Emily
once again, we've got a tie game.
And Hamba hits it just a little too hard. I don't want to go over the net and over the back line out of bounds. It'll be Rice on the serve here now.
I feel like a lot of these points later in the set are from, these serves gone kind of awry.
And again, both teams ready. Utica electing to put 4 in the back row now.
Well, with Michaela Rice, I feel like the serves from Michaela that we've seen so far go a little bit farther back and much stronger. So I think, I don't know, let's see if this one plays out like the rest. So yeah, some good preparation from Utica in that case then.
Absolutely. And here's Hilbert with a chance. And they take it. They get it 19-18. Sorry, 20-18. 2018 was a pretty good year.
Oh man, yeah. Wasn't that 7th grade for us?
I couldn't tell you. Hilbert in the lead here now. And Utica looking to respond back, and they do. A huge clap back there from Megan Wright. A spike down the left side of the court. There was no one on Hilbert even there.
Yeah, once again, explosive. They're cut out for blood. They're saying we didn't come to play, but they also, that's exactly what they did, is they came to play.
Here's Jada Anthony on the serve now. Easily over the net. Not too much trouble there for Hilbert, though. And that one, a little confusion there from the referee, it looked like. But that was Jenna Ravak with the spike from the back row. Placed it really well. Utica couldn't get to it in time as Hilbert's got a 21-19 lead. Jesse Jonathan now.
I mean, yeah, Ravak's.
And a really well low-driven serve, but even better returns.
Once again, Jesse Jonathan has been a very versatile player, so seeing a lot of... She's all over. These girls are getting up and down off the ground. It's really...
And a great effort there from McKinnon, but just nothing she could do about that one.
Hilbert's still in the lead, 21-20.
And Hilbert loading up the back row for this serve now, coming from Lauren Jones. And well done there by Roman to return that. And a spike into the back corner. There's no one there, Emily. That's a point every single time for Hilbert.
They've elected for 4 in the back with Utica again.
Serving now is Molly McKinnon again. We've seen her quite a few times today. And a really good block there from Hilbert. That'll make it 23-20. Hilbert closing in on a set win here, Emily.
Yeah, I mean, what, like 10 minutes ago we couldn't...
10 minutes ago, down by, I believe, 5 or 6 points.
Yeah.
And now it's anyone's game. Utica takes another timeout. And let's talk a little about the turning of the tables here. I mean, Utica had that decent-sized lead for most of the beginning of this set. And some people might have started to count Hilbert out, but here they come, chugging it back, chugga, 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 chugga. And now it's really anyone's game, Emily.
Yeah. But I mean, if Hilbert does, come out and win this set, then it's really going to be anyone's. There's going to be so much pressure on this third set because, I mean, they're going to be 50-50. It's going to be, I don't even know if it can get more explosive. 5.
So Utica once again already ready to go. Plenty of time left in the timeout, but they don't need it. They got their water. They're back on the court, and we're just waiting for Hilbert now. And here comes their breakdown. Got the horns up in the huddle, it looks like.
I think it's H for Hawks.
Could be H for Hawks. And on the serve, once again, is going to be Molly McKinnon. Had a great game so far. You see Hilbert in their huddle up front. They'll break out of that as soon as the ball's hit. And there they go. And really well done there by Trinity Bailey to keep that one alive, but just not enough, as that's another point for Hilbert, 24-20, and Emily, this is set point here.
It's set point.
Then if Hilbert scores on this one, they win the set. And Utica, really well done. They're keeping themselves alive here. Obviously, Hilbert does not need a lot, but they still need one.
I'm seeing a lot of communication on both teams, but,
In the back here is Alexandra Cook. Apologies, that's Megan Wright in the back row. Up goes the serve, over, really low driven. And Hilbert with a chance here.
And it's Hilbert!
Hilbert will take the second set, 25-21, so we're tied at 1 set apiece after 2 sets, Emily. And now?
What a change from, the beginning of this set to...
This really is for anyone. Both teams played really strongly there. And Hilbert, something changed in the middle of that set. I don't know if it was what Coach said in the timeout, but Calvin Crosby's got a lot to be proud of after that set.
Definitely. It's really impressive to see, with both teams. With both teams, they're still I don't know, if it was me out there, I might feel a little sluggish, but both teams have been carrying themselves so beautifully so far. It's really impressive to see.
Absolutely, and you got to start thinking about fatigue at this point in the matches, Emily.
Yeah.
Players are going to start getting tired. They're going to start getting banged up from laying out so many times on the floor. So who can we go to in the benches that's going to be able to help us stay ahead or win these sets?
Yeah,
and that's something both coaches have to be thinking about.
It's such a deciding factor, honestly, when it comes to either communication or.
Bench depth is an absolute key to all these games.
Yeah.
As both coaches still just talking in the huddles. And over on the Brockport court, you've got Brockport and Morrisville. It really looks like it's going either way. A huge spike, though, from Morrisville.
That definitely hit the ceiling that time.
And it looks like we're making some substitutions over there.
Got a lot of high fives, happy faces over on the Morrisville side.
Both coaches talking tactics over on court number 1.
Pardon me, is that the Brockport side or is it the Morrisville side?
Looks like Utica's ready to come back out, Emily. As here comes Utica.
We've seen a lot of game faces. Looking very stone cold, very confident on both sides.
And Hilbert still talking to coach, but they're making their way out to the court, that starting lineup. You got to wonder what the coaches said. I think for Hilbert, what they really need to do here, Emily, is they need to use that momentum they have from winning this last set, bring that with them into this next set, and I think they have that upper hand on Utica here.
Yeah, I mean, I think they both, it's important to not get comfortable within the game. Once you're up, you've still got to keep that and keep pushing that forward. So I'm hoping for both teams that they can keep that mindset throughout this set.
Utica ready to go here, though.
Once again, very physical, it looks like there's a very nice sense of camaraderie over on both teams.
Now, lots of energy from all the players out here today. Out comes Hilbert. And Emily, I'm not going to lie, they're walking out a little slow. Not sure if they're totally ready for this one.
I'm not sure. I mean, it might be, might be a little confidence, might be a little swagger. You know what I mean?
Could be swagger, could be swagger.
We'll just have to see how it plays out.
And with the buzzer sounding, we should be starting this third set any second now. We've got 6 players on the court for each team. And out goes Rice, and in comes Roman, just making sure that libero was on the court for them, it looks like. And same thing over here for Utica as their libero comes out onto the court. And starting with the serve for Utica will be Lauren Jones once again. She's been a dominant force all over the court.
And that's my player to watch.
And Hilbert with a chance here. And maybe a bit of confusion, obviously, with 2 games going on in this gymnasium. You don't know which whistles for which court some of the time.
No.
And I wasn't really sure either, Emily. I saw the ball go up. I saw the girls keep playing. After I heard a whistle, I wasn't totally sure. And a very good serve there by Jesse Jonathan. Hilbert trying to stay win the play here. And they will with a spike from Lindy Ikes, the freshman from Pennsylvania. No trouble on that one, spotted it perfectly right in the back. And Utica able to get a hand on it, but just not enough. As here's Jesse Jonathan once again waiting for the referee's signal, the wave across his chest. And there it goes. And Utica with a chance, they opt for the doink, and no good. And Hilbert with just a little too much power once again, as that was Molly McKinnon. Didn't seem like she got over the ball quite enough to get that thing down.
Yeah. Looks like they're still, it's a little discouraging when, the other team gets a couple more points. And so,
And Jonathan with a set. And a little bit of a miscommunication there. That's between Megan Wright and Megan Brennan. Maybe it's because they got the same name. They're both like, Megan, get it.
And then you're, which Megan?
As we'll see McKinnon once again on the serve. Hilbert with an early lead here. But again, like we saw last game, you're never out of it till it's over. There's Relman.
Definitely a higher sense of urgency on the Utica side as the gap in points is slowly becoming wider.
Right, and we saw McKenna Rice there sorry, not McKenna Rice, that was Megan Wright. Trying to put it over the net from the back row, and just a little trouble getting it up high enough. Obviously never an easy hit there. And a textbook set there and a textbook spike, but looks like we have a net violation. It's going to be a Utica ball.
I've been seeing a lot of net violations. You know, it seems like there's so much action right in that middle section there. But then I feel like around a halfway point, that's when things start getting geared towards, you know, the back of either side.
And nothing there. That one is way out. It's going to be another point for Utica. And Emily, it's becoming more and more abundantly clear that Jessie Jonathan is Hilbert's go-to setter here. We've seen her like every single play here now, setting the ball for her teammates to spike.
I've been seeing a lot of great support from Jessie.
As there she goes again.
And every time, I don't know if you can see it, but she's got a smile on her face every time. She's so proud.
And here comes a spike. Just getting a doink, an attempted doink that is. Maybe just hit the ball a little bit, and that's just unfortunate for Utica. It'll be 5-3 Hilbert here in this third set.
That gap is closed a little, but it's still anyone's game. But
and
got
here's
a lot of happy
Natalie
smiling
Roman
faces
again.
and fist bumps over on the Hilbert side.
Utica electing to go for a light little hit there instead of a spike. And a little trick play there from Jessie Johnson. And very well done by Molly McKinnon to keep that ball alive, keep her team in this point. But
what an attack!
Hilbert can't do it that time. You see Natalie Roman doing the splits, trying to get out to that ball, but just not close enough to her hands to be able to get there. And that spike was really, really,
you can tell,
really
all of these girls are trying. Like, I'm seeing girls on both sides on the floor. You know, like they're all trying so hard. I don't think any of that drive from the first set has really evaporated at all. You know.
There's Jonathan again, and this time the set will go. It'll be a spike and a point.
There goes their camera on the Utica side
for Eleanor Rybicki. And Utica lost their film camera over on the back of the court.
Fell down over there. I think we had number 11 on the Utica side, Abby O'Connor, set it back up again.
And a huge hit there from Michaela Rice, but really well done by Utica to keep that one alive. And a little miscommunication there between Rice and McKinnon. But it looks like it all worked out, as there's McKinnon with a huge bump to keep that one alive. Jones with a set. And a beautifully placed ball. She saw two players coming up with her, and she just went doink.
A little bit farther. Yeah, it kind of, I was duped. I mean, I thought that would have been a spike. I thought that would have been, you know, a solid attack with some support from the bottom, but no, just a little bit farther, and then that's the point. You know, it's really... It goes down to, you know, an inch or a single touch of the net. It's really anybody's.
And a good effort there from Jenna Rayback on the spike. A nice angle on it, but just couldn't keep it in bounds. Always hard when you're going over and you're coming from around your body, trying to get around the ball and still keep it where you want it to be.
Some of like the poses, you know, like the positions that this puts you in sometimes gets kind of awkward, but now you've got a tie game, 6-6.
And a nice back set there from Jonathan, but Rice unable to finish the playoff there.
And now Utica's on top with 7-6.
And here's Megan Brennan on the serve.
All the way from Southbury, Connecticut.
Over and in. Roman handles it. Second hit by Jonathan, and there it goes back over the net.
Very smooth. Oh, the little punch over there.
That was Megan Wright with a punch. And here comes Jenna Rayback, putting it right on the back line, out of reach of anyone. And that's a 7-7 game, Emily. All 3 sets so far have been tied. And that just goes to show how even these two teams are.
I totally agree.
And here's Megan Brennan once again, awaiting the officials.
Oh.
And maybe a miscommunication here, not totally sure. And it looks like it'll be Hilbert's serve.
Once again, we've got Rayback. It's a very tense, time trying to wait for these serves, Of course, you've got to get ready, you've got to make sure you're hitting with the right amount of pressure, but I feel like it's also kind of a waiting game.
And Rayback with a bit of a mishit there. Just didn't make the contact she would have liked to, and it's going to go right into the front of the net. No harm, no foul.
And with this ball moving so fast, it's so easy to just be even just a little centimeter off, and then it messes with the entire play that's in your mind.
Here's Rice again. A crazy angle on that spike, but a really good return. And there's McKinnon blocked. Rice keeps it up. And Roman just puts it over for a free hit for Utica. They'll have a chance here. And Megan Wright takes that chance and gets a point for Utica. 9-7, a 2-point lead now. What a swing it was. Hilbert starts out on top. Utica comes back from behind, takes the lead, and now we're at 9-7.
Right. I will say Molly McKinnon, did have a really good attempt at trying to keep that ball in play.
And Rice again. Couldn't get up over that one this time, and it'll be another point for Utica, 10-7.
Even though we're still we're around halfway through in this set. There's been kind of a shift in each set so far where, one team kind of comes back from a little bit behind, so.
Well, there's Jada Anthony with another nice serve, making Hilbert work to keep that one in play. And Megan Wright again, handled a little better this time by Hilbert. And really well done there by Jada Anthony to keep that one alive, laying out to her side out of bounds, keeping it going. So here's Megan Wright. Just a little trouble getting that one over, rolled right across the top of the net. Those ones, you just get unlucky sometimes.
Honestly.
And here comes Michaela Rice again on the serve.
I've been seeing very smooth serves from Rice, so.
Yeah, nice and simple. And a free hit here. Jonathan will put it up.
And there it goes.
And Lindy Ikes will put it right back down, Emily. A spike down into the back middle. No one there to get to it. It's all you can ask for on a spike. Rice will go for it again. And Emily, we haven't seen an ace yet today.
I'm very surprised.
Not a single serve that hasn't been returned. Here goes Rice. Up and over. And don't even need to wait for the third hit. They're going to put it right over. And a chance now from the back row. Just a little too much power on that one from Rayback, as Utica will go up 12-9. And serving this time around is Lauren Jones for Utica. Hilbert trying to get in her head with some rhythmic clapping on the sideline. Will they do it? They will not. And a good set from Jonathan. And maybe just a little bit too far behind, a bit of a miscommunication, as Lindy Ikes isn't able to get it onto the other side of the court. Happens to the best of us. And here comes Lauren Jones again.
I've been seeing that pattern, with the team that's kind of on a little behind, that the moment that gap starts to form, we get a little too urgent, we get a little too powerful.
And there was a bit of a mishit there off the service from Roman, but it won't matter. They were able to get it back over, and Utica's going to capitalize on that every single time. That's Megan Wright once again with the spike. And Emily, I don't think we had Megan Wright on either of our radars when we were looking at players to watch.
Oh.
And she's been really, really good in that front row today, making Hilbert pay for any mistakes they might make. As that's really well done by Jessie Jonathan to keep that alive. A one-handed punch uppercut. And that one's close. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be a point for Hilbert right next to the line, but not in bounds. And Jessie Jonathan on the serve now. Up and over. And Utica gets it over, but it takes an extra hit, so it's going to be another point for Hilbert. And Jessie Jonathan again. Serves diagonally across the court. And really well done by Roman to return that spike from Trinity Bailey. There's Megan Wright again with a doink. Not going to work quite as well this time. And a spike by Molly McKinnon right to the hands of Kaylin Esposito. Esposito unable to handle it. Really well done by McKinnon. And just like that, Emily, we're back to a one-point match. One-point set, sorry. And Jessie Jonathan again on the serve. She's been great from back there so far. Up it goes.
Once again, a very well-rounded player.
And here's Jonathan with a set. And there's McKinnon. Unable to score though. Great return.
Jones.
And that's Megan Wright again, Emily. She's been absolutely dominant so far today.
Yeah.
She has 7 kills on the night already.
I mean, we're kind of close to her home turf. She's from Clay, New York, so I'm thinking maybe that, it's no place like home.
And that's 7 kills. Sorry, she's at 9 kills now on 36 total attacks. So she's going 250 for attacks so far today. And Hilbert unable to get that one over once again. Really well done by Utica to not let them spike it over the net, get that block in, and make them try again. As here's Megan Wright.
With Utica right now. We got Megan Wright.
The athlete of the hour so far on the serve again.
Can she continue this streak?
And there it goes. That ball almost in the rafters, Emily. And here's Megan Wright again. Roman to Jonathan. And Utica not able to get it. Looks like a bit of miscommunication. Wright wanted the libero to leave the ball there so she could hit it up. Libero didn't see her coming.
Honestly, sometimes it can come down to, the slightest missed line or missed call where you can, that costs you the point.
So here's McKinnon on the serve.
So important, especially when there's such a small team involved.
And really well done there by Jonathan to return that serve. Someone's got to be under that second ball, Emily. I know it's kind of in no man's land. There's 4 players and it's right between all of them.
But I've seen these girls get on the floor. I know they can do it.
Just a miscommunication.
Again, so important.
Serve up and over. Here's Jonathan with a set. And a nice little tap, not high enough for a spike. And really well done by Roman to keep that one going. As here's Wright. And there it is again, Emily. The fake spike turned into a little love tap right over the blockers' heads.
That was real close to the line, too. That was very...
And we got some rowdy fans in the crowd here today. We just had probably a 20-second long woo.
I've been hearing those all day. I was wondering if that was just me.
And the serve no good that time. Just a little too low to get over the net. Of course, Utica hoping that one would have rolled over maybe, but can't get it every single time.
Still on the up with a 17-14 score.
So here comes Roman on the serve. Over with some power.
These girls are getting some crazy air. Jumping so high.
And it sets to McKinnon, hits the front of the net, rolls over. And still anyone's play here. And really well done there by Trinity Bailey to keep that one going. But we've got a double touch here, so it will be a point for Hilbert. And that's going to bring them even closer to back to even with Utica, as it's now 15-17.
Once again, as the end of the set closes, I feel like these teams get so close and score, and then it causes such a tension within the game. But I feel like both teams are able to use that and play to their advantages.
Absolutely. Both teams out here very capable of playing phenomenal volleyball. As we see really good vision there from Megan Brennan, standing right along the sideline. Obviously always going to be a hard ball to judge, but she had that feeling. She was like, this ball is going to be out of bounds. I'm going to pretend I'm going to hit it and then move in the last second. And Hilbert again.
It's a lot more noticeable in volleyball as opposed to other sports, these kind of fake outs that these teams do, where they're like, oh, I might spike it. Oh, no, I'm just going to send it to someone else. It's really interesting, and I like seeing that.
And that one was Jada Anthony that time with the spike. As on the serve here now is Trinity Bailey. Bailey goes up. And they tried for the spike as Jenna Rayback goes for it, but just unlucky not to get that one
Sadly,
over.
the net was in the way.
And serving for Hilbert now is Eleanor Rybicki once again.
All the way from Texas.
6 kills on the day on 22 total attacks. So a hitting percentage of 182, and she's had a great game so far.
Let's keep seeing how they do it in Texas.
And here's Jada Anthony again.
I've been seeing so much drive from Anthony.
And a double tap called here once again on Utica. Tying the game up at 18 apiece. Emily, this set really could be anyone's once again.
Again, we're so close to 25. It's really anyone's set. I feel like that's starting to set in for both teams now, playing with a very heightened sense of urgency already.
And Jessie Jonathan trying to get something moving there. Maybe a little bit of a mishit. And obviously she got 2 blockers kind of coming over the net. She can't really go for much unless she punches it up in the air there.
Kind of a hard position to be in. But still, she's got a smile on her face. It looks like we've all got our game faces on still.
And that one was Lauren Jones on the second hit. Didn't even want to use the third one. Jumps up, spikes it down, surprises Hilbert, and earns their team another point.
Again, the attacks that I've been seeing from Jones are just so impressive. Again, love my player to watch.
And Utica again at the back. This time it is Megan Brennan on the serve. And that'll be an ace, Emily. The first one we've seen today.
This late in the match. And I was about to say, I don't know if we're going to see any aces today. Again.
Hopefully the first of many. Those ones are always fun to watch.
And that reaction, I'm hearing an audible yay.
And Emily, it's been quite the game so far today. Molly McKinnon for Hilbert has been absolutely lights out. She got 10 kills on 35 total attacks, so a 229 hitting percentage, 6 digs, and she's been great on the serves today.
I agree.
And a timeout, as it looks like we may have lost the scoreboard here for a quick second. So we do not have a time update for you on this timeout. But still anyone's game as Utica leads 21-18 in our third set here, and back comes the scoreboard.
Good. I've been noticing there's a lot of communication on Utica's side. They're all very, physical as a team. They've been using less and less time during their timeouts, and I think that's just a testament to how they've been playing and why they're on the up right now. Because the communication really is so important.
And Megan Brennan with another serve, very well placed, nice and simple, not doing too much. And Jones will put it over. Here's Jonathan with a set, and Rice smacks it down. but Utica done really well there by Jones to keep it up.
Into the Raptors once again.
And Rice going for it again. Just kidding. It's Rayback. And a really good second hit there from Megan Wright to keep that ball alive. And what a rally we've had here so far, Emily. There's Roman to Jonathan to Rayback. And Jones. Will that do it here? Let's see, let's see. Roman lays out and it's not gonna be enough. Megan Wright seals the rally, probably the longest one we've seen today, with another point for Utica. Now 22-18, and Hilbert's gotta be thinking, they gotta change something here if they want to stay in this set.
Brennan. Her serves have been very fluid, so.
And well done by Rice there, but even more well done by Brennan to lay out for that ball, keep this thing alive.
I've seen Jessie Jonathan play like 4 different positions within this set, and like 3 of them were just in the last rally alone. It's crazy.
And McKinnon went for the spike there, Emily, just unable to keep it on the court. And one thing I will say, Emily, we have not seen a whole lot of players from either bench get into these games.
Yeah, that's
As Megan Brennan's reign as the server is finally over, she serves one past the back line and out of bounds. It'll now be Jenna Rayback on the serve. Rayback goes up and just a little too short to get over that net. 24-19, and Utica just needs one more to walk away with another win on this set.
This could be game point right here.
Here comes Jada Anthony. And McKinnon with a spike.
Just like that.
Really well done off the left arm of Esposito and just flies right past the rest of her team.
Now the score is 20-24, Utica's favor. We're in 2024. How crazy is that?
And Rice with the serve this time. Esposito. Rayback with a spike. Jones.
And that'll do it.
And that'll do it. Utica takes this one 25-20 as once again it's Megan Wright with the spike, and that one will be the last one they need to win that set, Emily.
Wow, I mean, an incredibly close game throughout each set.
And let's talk a little about Megan Wright. I know we've said her name so many times in the last 5-10 minutes here, but she was absolutely dominant in that set, Emily.
40 total attacks.
9 kills on the day, 40 total attacks.
16 digs?
16 digs. She is all over the place. 9 points as well. She is just doing phenomenal out on the court today. And both teams now just waiting, talking in their huddles, seeing what needs to be changed, what they can do to keep themselves in this game, or for Utica's case, to win this game, Emily.
100%.
All right, Emily, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to answer honestly. If you had to pick one jersey from these two teams to wear every day for the rest of your life, which jersey are you
I gotta
picking?
go with Hilbert. I love blue. And, you know, I know Utica's got that navy going on, but I'm not a big, I don't think I can pull off orange too well. Who are you picking, Mike? For the rest of my life, though? Like, can I wash it?
Yeah, you can wash it. You can have
Okay.
a couple pairs of
Okay.
the clothes. I'm going to go with the Utica jerseys. I like that orange to navy blue. I like that little...
Yeah?
It's kind of a contrast, but it's a nice contrast. I grew up in a town where our school colors were orange and
I was
blue.
gonna say, you've got that bulldog pride in you still. And you know what? My colors were blue and white as well.
It all goes back to where we came from.
All goes back to the 585.
And both teams taking back to the court now. We got all of the Utica players, and right now we've got about 3 Hilbert players on the court. So folks, we're going to give you a quick little update on the Morrisville-Brockport game. Morrisville leads 2 sets to 1, winning their first 2, 25-17 and 25-19. But Brockport came back in the third, won that one 25-20, and currently leads the 4th set, 10-7.
Right over on the other court.
And they're right over on court number 2. Not being live streamed today, we only have 1 camera available, but it's been a great game on both courts so far.
And it really is anyone's game, or anyone's set right now with a 7-11 point gap in Brockport's favor.
And we got a shoe that needs to be tied by Jesse Jonathan, and then I think it looks like we're going to get things back started right here on court 1 between Utica and Hilbert, Emily.
And it's so important to, make sure you're laced up on all your shoes. You don't want to get injured. The only injury that I've ever had within a sport was volleyball. Broke my foot back in the day.
How'd you do that, Emily?
Went to hit the ball, ran into the big guy, fell wrong, and he landed on me.
That'll do it. Well, we are back as it's Jesse Jonathan with the first serve of this 4th set. It'll go right over the net. And an ace, Emily.
Another, again.
Second ace of the day that we've seen. And Hilbert wasted no time getting things going here. They're going to fight here, Emily, I can tell.
Yeah, definitely.
Jesse Jonathan once again.
I'm seeing a lot of determination from both sides.
And here comes Esposito, blocked by Hilbert. And look at this, Emily, we've got a new face in the game here. That is Katie Kasuski from Cheektowaga, New York, number 16.
And she's a senior.
And Hilbert keeping it alive here, as there she is making an early impact, the second point of the set, and it goes to Katie Kazuski.
Definitely an important season for Kazuski.
And here's Jonathan once again. And that one's just skins the net.
Straight line.
But Esposito does really well to get that one over and put it in bounds. And that'll make it 2-1. Utica's going to take the serve, and it'll be Lauren Jones on there. Lauren Jones waiting for the referee's signal now after a substitution. And there's the wave. There's the run-up and the serve. Roman with the first hit. Jonathan with the second. And McKinnon with the third. That'll make it 3-1. And Emily, that's just textbook volleyball. Bump, set, spike. They can keep doing that. That's all they're going to need. And I think they can walk out of here winning this set and forcing a 5th.
Honestly.
And
right
another
now,
ace there.
Another ace. See, yeah, I feel like there will be so many within the 4th, and I'm not sure if they will. Do you think they're gonna, be able to tie it up and get a 5th set in there?
It'll be hard to say, Emily. Only time will tell. But if Utica keeps playing like this, maybe not. A huge spike there from Trinity Bailey. They'll take the serve back and they'll make it 4-2. Again, still early in this set, so it's way too early to tell who's going to win it.
Yeah.
But both teams starting out very strong.
Definitely. It's so early that we could say the alarming statistic that
and Emily
did have double Utica score. But
I think the reason we're starting to see a few more aces is because of that fatigue starting to kick in. I see players looking tired laying out for the balls,
Definitely.
whereas maybe in the first couple sets, they had that energy still.
I will say, though, that in the way that these girls are playing, they might be a little fatigued, but I can tell their minds and their hearts are...
And Esposito with the spike off the hands. And it'll be another point for Utica. Looks like some confusion on Hilbert's side of the court, though. And Calvin Crosby does not appear to be happy with the call, shaking his head with the referee, but it'll be a serve for Utica.
Once again, Lauren Jones. or pardon me, that was Megan Wright.
And Jenna Ravak with the spike from the outside. Hits it right in, off the arm of Jones, and that's an easy point. As in comes another new face. This is Jade Schiller, the freshman from Michigan.
It's a long drive from Michigan to New York.
And Jonathan puts it over, gives the team a chance to reset.
Can Utica tie it up? That is the question.
There's Schiller with the second hit. And Ravak. And what a spike! That's Trinity Bailey coming out of nowhere from the right side.
The sophomore outside header from West Winfield, New York. That was explosive, and now it's tied 5-5, Hilbert and Utica.
And a stoppage of play there, but we're back on. Here comes the serve. McKinnon with the return. And Ravak with an attempted spike. Really well done there. And a second hit here. And looks like it's going to be a free ball for Utica coming in. And an opportunity here for Anthony. Anthony goes once, doesn't get it, goes again. And she'll take it the second time around.
I mean, I feel like that's been like a testament to, how this game has been played. You go for a lot of these plays, a lot of these points, you go for it once, doesn't quite work out, but you're still able to pick up that sack and get right back in. I think that's been incredibly important.
And great effort there from Jesse Jonathan to try and keep that one alive, Emily, but just too far away from her to get there and be able to direct it over the net. As we've got some substitutions and some new faces coming in for Hilbert. We've got Mackenzie Mitchell and McKenna Rice both coming onto the court. Now we had Michaela Rice, now McKenna. I think they might be sisters, Emily.
I think so. One's a junior, one's a sophomore, so one's older, one's younger.
As here comes Mitchell. Jones hits. And it will be a point for Hilbert after a net violation once again.
And been seeing a lot of net violations this game.
Certainly have, and that all goes back to that fatigue once again. There's Mitchell with a bullet of a serve, Emily, but just couldn't get it to roll over the net for her. And here comes Trinity Bailey. Puts it in play right to McKinnon. And that's Rice with a spike and a point. That's McKenna Rice, of course, not Michaela. And it's 8-7, Hilbert leads. And we'll look over to Brockport's court for just a second. Brockport is beating Morrisville 23-10 in their fourth set here.
Lord, what have we
Absolute domination.
missing?
A lot different from those first two sets that Brockport lost, and they're going to be going into a fifth set, it looks like. With that said, we'll bring things back over to Hilbert versus Utica. It is now 8-8. Going back to serve is Elizabeth Hanba. And McKinnon here. Good spike off the top of the net. Jones with the set. And that was Megan Wright once again, just unable to keep that one in, just a little bit too long there.
Okay, it's a very versatile, you've got to, it's very finicky, if you hit it just with a little bit more force and it's, completely out or completely in. It's very tricky.
Absolutely.
It's sometimes hard to judge.
Really well done there by Wright. As here comes Jones going for a spike. Took her eye off the ball for a second too long, lost it, and that's going to bite you every time.
It's such a fast-paced game that honestly, even just that 1 second can determine, a point or a set.
And Roman, really well done, dives under the net to keep that one alive. Here comes Anthony, though. And McKinnon blocked, but it's not going to be enough. That's a point for McKinnon once again. And another kill.
I will say Anthony did do quite a great job with that block.
Roman with another serve here, Emily. And that one nice and low. There goes right. And no one there to get to that one.
Looks like Roman's got like quite the arch to her back when she serves. I feel like that's, she's able to bounce with so much elasticity. I think that's definitely impacting the way that she serves for the better.
And Anthony on the serve now. Rayvac with the first. And really well done there by Hilbert. That's Katie Kosaszewski. And Utica just unable to return it.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication, but it looks cut. Oh, white spot on the floor. I was going to say, it looked like a dog pile down there. Oh, we're fixing that wet spot.
And substitutions coming in as back in comes Eleanor Rybicki and Jesse Jonathan for Hilbert.
We've got Jesse Jonathan right back into serving.
And Jonathan trying to bring the boom, but just a little too low. It's not going to get over the net that time.
It is a hard distinction to make, though, because sometimes you sacrifice some of that power, when you are spiking or trying to attack. And when you serve, you still want to use that power, but sometimes, you can still direct that.
All depends on the hit you're going for.
It can go south.
As here's Jones in the back, awaiting the signal of the officials. The official by the scores table turned around talking to someone at the table. So it looks like we will have to wait for just 1 second. But while we do, let's see what's happening over in the Morrisville-Brockport game. Looks to me like Brockport beat Morrisville 25-11. So not a whole lot more scoring over there, but they're forcing the fifth set. It's 2-2 over there.
Looks like Hilbert Utica just got the point on that one. It's like
Hilbert looking to do the same thing here and make it 2-2. Force a fifth game for themselves and maybe even walk out of here with a win. But hey, with the score being 12-10, it's anyone's game
I
still.
guess we'll see.
And the officials consulting each other now. Maybe a miscommunication between them. And the call will be a point to Utica, as the ball was ruled out of bounds. And again, Coach Calvin Crosby not happy with the officiating here. Here comes Jones. Roman to Jackson to McKinnon. McKinnon here. And that was Trinity Bailey with the spike, but not enough to score the point for Utica. As here comes Wright on the other side. Jonathan to Roman to McKinnon, a two-handed hit. And Wright again. And that'll do it. You see Rayvac clap her hands after the play. She thought that one was going out. Very, very close, but just stayed in by an inch.
It was a gesture, I think that would be it.
Here comes Jones once again.
It's a very tense environment. I can see both coaches, getting real close. I could tell from Utica College coach Josh Higby's body language. He's a little bit more collected than Calvin Crosby, but I feel like the score has been a little bit more up in the air when it comes to Hilbert. They've had,
And Emily, seems like there's quite a bit of confusion here about the officiating or something going wrong with the score table. Neither of the last 2 points here have been started very quickly. We see the official talking to people behind him, and players are just kind of standing around on the court with the ball down on the floor.
Yeah, I think it might, it's, again, these lulls in the game are really pivotal to, how your mindset is going to be during this game. So I think, I'm just hoping that this doesn't cause a real tense point for either team.
And An ace there for Utica. Once again, out of nowhere.
So that brings us up to 3, right?
And here's McKinnon with a second hit. And put over by Rybicki. A chance here.
And they take it.
Wow. Caitlin Esposito, have yourself a day. That was a phenomenal spike right down the middle. Nothing anyone's doing about it. And Hilbert's going to need a timeout after that one, Emily.
We've got a lot of solid faces over on Hilbert's side. I'm hearing a lot of cheers over from Utica.
Of course, Hilbert's still not out of this game, Emily. Only down by 3 points in this fourth set. And they do need to walk out of the set with a win if they want to keep playing against Utica here today. But they've got a lot to be proud of so far. They've
100%.
played 3 great sets, working on their 4th right now. And we'll see where it goes after this timeout.
Just look at how spread out Hilbert is as opposed to Utica. I think Utica is so close in proximity.
And we'll head over to the Brockport Morrisville game where they are currently tied 2-2. And both teams taking the court once again. And Jones still serving here.
Yep.
But again, waiting for these officials. And Caroline Jones with her early serve. Looks like maybe Roman wasn't ready for it coming and unable to return it into the face of Jonathan, but just a little too late to reaction there. Here's Lauren Jones once again on this serve. Roman does better there to put that one up. And a spike there. Will it be enough? It will not, as Utica lays out for that one. Roman for a 3rd time.
Crazy bump, towards her back.
And again, Utica just putting their bodies on the line here, really earning these points here. And finally, the rally is over after Eleanor Rybicki spikes it into the hands of a blocker, and it bounces right out of bounds. We're going to send things down to our sideline reporter today, Piper Kiernan. Piper, what do you got for us?
For the first set against Brockport versus Morrisville, Morrisville won 17-25. For the second set, they won 11-25. But Brockport was in it to win it, keeping it off strong in the beginning, and then Morrisville saw what they were doing wrong and fixed it real fast.
Thank you, Piper. That was great. Like we've been saying, we've had 2 great volleyball games going on so far today. And after this, guess what? We've got one more. And that'll be the Oswego State Lakers hosting the tournament as they take on Penn State Behrend. Anyways, back to this game now. 16-13 Utica, make it 16-14 after a wayward ball goes out of bounds.
Again, incredibly close game.
Another point.
Even at this point. At this point in the set.
Serving now for Hilbert is Jade Schiller, the freshman. Didn't get in until this set. And she's hoping to make the most of it here with this serve. And up it goes from Jonathan. Handled pretty easily. And not wasting the 3rd hit. Utica elects to put it over on the 2nd, but misses the court, and that one will go right out of bounds.
I feel like a lot of these out of bounds calls have been, like it's even hard for me to see. It's been super close. Once again, we've got Jones on that.
There's Jonathan with the set, a chance. And Rayback with the tried for the set, but really well blocked. That's Esposito and Lauren Jones side by side. And Utica on the serve once again. Roman every single time is able to return these serves like they're nothing. As there's Rayback, Roman, Jonathan, and Ikes elects for the tap over. But a really good block there from Ikes. Here's Roman again to Jonathan, to Ikes, and a spike from Ikes to make it 17-16. Utica still leading. That margin is so narrow, Emily, and it has been this entire game.
Again, it really is anyone's set.
And now comes Mackenzie Mitchell for Hilbert, looking to tie things up.
I'm not gonna lie, I've loved this head-to-head action so much. I'm kind of hoping they do end up, tying it up, and Hilbert ends up winning this set.
And Mitchell with just a little too much power behind that serve. Obviously coming off the bench, didn't play a lot in the first two sets. Maybe not loose enough to be out there. Maybe need a little bit more of a warm-up.
I'm kind of hoping that they send it to, a fifth set so it's going to prove herself.
But a great set there from Mitchell for Rayback. And what's the call here? That's a close one. Officials call that one out of bounds, but close, Emily.
Again, I think it's been, kind of, not so much as where they all are warranting these calls, but, it's just a couple inches that are discerning,
Trinity Bailey on the serve. Over to Rice, who hits it over. Up to Anthony. Anthony spikes it right into the hand of Ikes and gets another point. 20-16, Utica leads right now, Emily. And if you're Hilbert, you got to start to be getting a little bit nervous. 5 points away from this game being over. Serving now is Trinity Bailey again. And good eye there from Roman to let that one fly right by her head out of bounds. Again, very close to the line, but she's aware of her surroundings. She knows where she is on the court, and she's able to do that.
And again, it's always nice to see too much power rather than, you hit your own net, So we've subbed in, I can't see too much.
And Rivak in her pink shoes on the serve here, just awaiting the official signal.
Ooh, she's throwing it on her finger, if y'all saw that.
And here she goes. Running up, jump serves, and well returned. Here's Anthony on the spike, blocked. But the second spike will not be blocked, as that's Lauren Jones once again. Popped right up to her off of the block, and you're gonna make mincemeat of that every single time.
And again, I've been seeing this so often. They go for it once, doesn't quite work, but still, even if that doesn't, they don't let that discourage them, and they keep going for it again. It's such an important value to have.
And the serve there for Utica just a little too strong. That was Elizabeth Hanba pushing it past that back line and out of bounds. And we'll see Roman once again, Hilbert, down by just 3 points, 18-21.
We're nearing the end here. Still a very, very close margin as to, who's up and who's not. I'm wondering if they can tie it up one more time, but I'm wondering if we're a little too late in the set to do so.
And still waiting on the officials here, once again.
I'm seeing a lot of hand gestures from Coach Crosby over on Hilbert's side, and I'm seeing that, again, Utica coach Josh Higby looks much more collected, kind of hands in his pockets, keeping it smooth, keeping it swaggered.
And here comes Roman again. A nice serve and a nice return. Anthony will put that one over, but a free hit here for Hilbert. Out for a spike. And was there a tip? There was not, so it'll be a point for Utica. A great attempt on the spike, but obviously you got blockers in front of you. You want to steer clear of them.
100%. We've got To Anthony.
Anthony puts it over once again.
Very
Mitchell.
powerful serve.
And McKinnon just a little too deep on that spike. Looked like it might stay in, but then once you see it hit the ground, you see a nice little space between the line and the rest of the court.
So now we're at 18 to 23, so we're getting...
Utica leading by 5, needing just 2 to win the set and the match here, Emily. And a little kick there.
Yeah.
That was Mackenzie Mitchell. Kicked it, hit the referee in the shin. It looked like
she apologized, yeah.
No harm, no foul.
But this could be it.
Set point here, game point, Emily.
Game point.
There's Anthony.
Let's see.
And Esposito, maybe.
There's still so much fight. And that'll be it.
That'll do it. Utica takes this one 25 to 18, extending their lead to 3 sets to 1. And that'll be the end of today's match. Utica wins 3-1. They won their first set 25 to 19, lost their second 25 to 21, won their third 25 to 20, and won their fourth 25 to 18. So, Emily, we had 4 really, really good, very competitive sets today. What are your thoughts?
I think, again, both teams really played with just as much fervor as the other. But I think, based on just body language alone, I mean, all the girls in Utica, even during the Pledge of Allegiance, I saw them all, kind of standing together. They've all been very physical, very communicative, and I think that's kind of set them apart during this game today. I think it's really, sometimes being a tight-knit, very communicative team can really do it for you.
Right, and as we can see right now, this Utica team clearly very connected. They're in the middle of the court right now, just enjoying their time together, celebrating their victory, but they've got plenty more volleyball to play. And folks, don't go anywhere, because at 7 o'clock we'll be back. Hilbert's not going anywhere. They're playing right again against the host team here at this tournament, the Oswego State Lakers. So we'll be back for you in just a little bit. And welcome back to the Max Zeal Gymnasium for some more NCAA Division III volleyball. I'm Mike Neckers. Joined alongside me is the marvelous Emily Mike on color commentary and the perfect Piper Kiernan on the sideline. And we've got some absolutely electric matchups for you on our two courts today. The one Emily and I will be calling is the tournament host Oswego State Lakers versus the Hilbert Hawks, who just took a tough defeat to Utica. And over on court 2, Piper will keep us in the loop on everything going on between Penn State Behrend and the SUNY Kangaroos. So Emily, why don't you tell us a little bit about this last game we just saw?
I mean, it was an incredibly close game between Hilbert and Utica, where I was so convinced they were going to have to go into a fifth. Utica ended up winning the fourth set, so that, was out of the picture. But it was explosive from either side, honestly. One team would get a couple points up, and then the other team was soon to follow. It was incredibly close on each set, and but still, Utica ended up taking the cake regardless. What about you, Mike?
Emily, I think we had a great game down here. Both teams fought really hard, and at the end, Utica just had a little more dominance, a little more presence in front of the net, and I just don't think Hilbert was able to keep up with them. But speaking of Hilbert, we've got him once again, so why don't you take me into your player to watch for Hilbert?
So my player to watch for Hilbert is Jessie Jonathan. She's a junior setter from based in New York, and she was just explosive during the last game. Even though she's a setter, I saw her serving, I saw her spiking. There wasn't a position that she wasn't acing. And, not like the bad term of ace, where nobody plays the ball. Like, she really hit it with so much power and so much force. But yeah, she's my player to watch. I don't have her exact stats, but I loved seeing her
Emily,
versatility on the field.
You're absolutely right there. She was dominant out on that court. I mean, we saw her setting almost every single ball, setting up her teammates for success, allowing them to have those spikes on the court.
And each time there was a smile on her face. It was amazing.
And as great as she was, I'm not going to take that away from her. I've got Natalie Roman, the senior libero, who returned, I think, every single serve for Hilbert last game. It seemed like it, at least. Every single serve, I don't know how, but she was just there, ready to receive it every time, again, with a smile on her face, enjoying her time playing volleyball out here. And quickly, let's go over to Oswego and look at our players to watch there. So I'm going to get things started. My player to watch has got to be Priscilla McReynolds, 102 kills on the year. What more do you need?
Wow, what an amazing stat. That's insane. My player to watch is Emily Zeisler. First off, amazing name. But she's got 10 matches played out of all 10 so far. 56 points and 1.75 points per set. So we've seen her a lot, and she's done great things for.
And Emily, we've got a great matchup out here today. We've got the Oswego State Lakers, 500 on the season, 5 wins, 5 losses, and they did win their last game with a 3-0 win over Russell Sage. So pretty dominant in beating Russell Sage there, as we see both teams coming out celebrating, getting ready to go. But for Hilbert, it hasn't been great. They extended their losing streak just now against Utica, 1-9 on the season with a 7-game losing streak. They have a lot to prove here, a lot to play for if they want to get their season back on track.
100%, and I mean, either SUNY Oswego is going to keep their win streak, or Hilbert College can hopefully get out of that run.
And it's the battle of two coaches, John Stenman for SUNY Oswego and Calvin Crosby for Hilbert College. Last game, we saw Coach Crosby. He was getting a little fired up at times down on that sideline. He had a call he didn't like, and he let the referees know about it. I don't know too much about John Stenman as a coach, but he seems like the type of guy that cares about his team and will do the same thing. So I think we're in for an electric coaching matchup as well.
I can tell, with just the body language so far of both of these coaches, that they're very, connected to these students. And I'm seeing a lot of, talking with your hands. It seems like it's a very laid back but supportive, relationship, which I love to see.
And the Lakers and Hawks both ready to go.
Seeing some high fives out on here.
In the alternate colors tonight is C.J. Adom for the Oswego State Lakers. And for Hilbert College, it'll be Natalie Roman. So 2 phenomenal liberos, both a little on the shorter side, but that's not a bad thing. We know liberos are supposed to be elusive, fast, getting to balls, great reaction time, and both these girls have that ability.
Both of these girls are bullets. It's crazy.
And we're off just like that, guys. The Lakers wasting no time getting that ball right back over the net. but a chance here. Easily handled by the Lakers. Here's Item.
Seems like there's definitely some heightened energy on.
And again, Roman, we were just talking about them, Emily. They've already been phenomenal. And the Lakers having a little trouble getting a spike to go all the way over the net, thanks to the blocking of the Hilbert Hawks. And up goes the set, a little low, well done by Item. And a chance here, Item unable to get that one over, and that'll be a point for the Hawks as they start out 1-0 up.
Yeah, thankfully, I mean, it looks like the Hilbert Hawks have been able to rejuvenate after that last game, and they're still, bringing the energy, which we love to see.
And here comes Jonathan with the serve. A chance here. And again, the spike blocked. One more time, and faked him out a little bit.
What a fake
That'll
out.
be a point for the Lakers, and that was Maya Bush with the fake set, put it right over the net, and made Hilbert pay.
Honestly. I could have fooled B2. I really thought she was gonna.
On the serve now, Grace Dovin. And a rough time controlling that one. That'll be another point for the Oswego State Lakers. 2-1 for Oswego off of an ace from Grace Godovin.
And I feel like during the last game, we didn't see very many aces. This went so early already.
And Emily, you got to think the Hilbert Hawks have got to be feeling a little bit fatigued. Lakers haven't even played yet in this tournament, and Hilbert's going back-to-back games tonight.
I feel like I'm at least hoping that they're able to use this last loss against Utica as some kind of ammo to propel them forward during this game.
And here's Molly McKinnon on the serve, puts it over, no problem. Adams there, goes up, and a spike, a dominant spike from Kaylee Vugteveen, the 5'9" junior. What a play, Emily.
That was amazing. Incredibly strong.
The Lakers again, that's Vugteveen on the serve right after the spike. And a little trouble there for Hilbert trying to get the ball over. Set was a little behind the spiker, and Lakers are going to capitalize on that. As once again, we've got Callie Vugteveen on the serve. Up it goes. And a chance here. And that'll be a point off of the Jenna Ravak spike, making it 4-3 Oswego.
Yeah. I mean, it started a little awkward. I saw a little, kind of side hit going on, but thankfully they were able to bring that back and
Emily,
grab that
just
point.
like last game, we're seeing two teams that are, obviously kind of early to say, but two teams that are competing with each other pretty well.
Yeah, it's very head-to-head. It's very close.
And a chance for the Lakers, but a big block and a net violation. So it'll be an Oswego point, 5-3. And serving now for the Lakers is Harper Finney, the freshman. Finney awaiting the referee's whistle.
I feel like we've got a lot of shorter girls on the roster for the Lakers. But I feel like sometimes that's a good thing. It's easier to move around when you're kind of smaller.
And here goes Finney. Up and over. And just narrowly out of bounds on that serve. A great effort from Finney, just a little bit too much power. And great composure there by Hilbert College to let that one go by them.
100%.
And onto the court comes Mackenzie Mitchell. Looks like she'll be serving for Hilbert next.
All the way from
Mitchell
Norman,
again
Oklahoma.
awaiting the referee's signal.
She's come from a long way.
Oklahoma. Good musical. Here comes Mitchell. Up and over. Return by the Lakers and a chance here. And that'll be a kill for Lillian Byrne, the freshman for the Lakers. making it 6-4 Oswego.
I can already see the Lakers are very, very vocal, in calling, who's going to go where, who's ready to hit what.
And Mitchell with a tough ball to handle there.
Definitely. A little bit of an awkward position, yeah.
Really well done to try and keep that up, but just unfortunate for her. And serving now is Priscilla McReynolds.
Priscilla was your player to watch, right, Mike?
Yeah, Priscilla McReynolds is my player to watch, and she's had quite the season so far. 102 kills in 10 games. She's averaging over 10 kills a game, Emily. And there she is, saving the play.
And she's a freshman.
A chance here. And let's see what the Lakers do. There'll be another chance for Hilbert. And here's Rayvac. And a spike for Rayvac. Just caught the Lakers on their heels a little bit.
100%.
Was able to find the gap in the middle of the floor. And
with that being said, it looks like McReynolds was able to, at least try to get on the ground to keep that ball in play. So an excellent effort from the Lakers.
And the Lakers still up 7-5, but really anyone's game like we've been saying all night, Emily. And Lakers will make it 8-5 once again. That's Gigi Basile. Now, Emily, I'm looking at this Lakers team and I'm noticing it's a very young team. We've got 8 freshmen on the team, and 4 of them are on the court right now.
And
so certainly a young team and something for Oswego to look forward to for the next few years.
Yeah, I mean, even now, with their record of 5-5, they are on a win streak, but I mean, if they're on the come up now and there's still so much young talent, just imagine, what they'll be doing in 1 or 2 years.
I believe they call that a dynasty warning. But here we'll see Natalie Roman on the serve. Puts it up. And Lakers have no problem handling that one as up they go. There's Dovin. And a bit of a miscommunication there from Hilbert. Dovin scores the point. A little lucky to get that one, but point for the Lakers makes it 9-6.
Again, I'm feeling like, in a similar sense with this Hilbert and Utica game, the heightened communication on the side of the Lakers is definitely giving them a little bit of a leg up.
And serving now is Maya Bush. Bush goes up. And a spike, but a block. And a great spot there. That's Mackenzie Mitchell finding the open spot in the floor and absolutely capitalizing on it, Emily.
It's such a game time decision, honestly. It's such a short time for me, in which to make that decision, to see it, to act on it.
Super spur of the moment, and out goes Mitchell, and in comes Emily's player to watch, Jessie Jonathan, the professional setter.
But this time she's serving.
Here she goes on the serve. And really well done there by the Lakers. That's Emily Zeisler with the point there.
And again, with a shorter, in height team, I feel like a lot of the Lakers are up in the air, much more frequently, much easier.
Dovin serve over easily.
I think they call it small but mighty.
And a chance for the Lakers again, but a block. And really well done by the Lakers to keep that up. Maybe a bit of miscommunication, but it all worked out. And there's a spike once again, Emily Zeisler.
There she is.
And Emily, the Lakers have had a really solid start so far. They came out energetic. They're fighting hard for every ball. And that's something that I don't think we saw as much in our last game with Utica or Hilbert.
I agree. I feel like although both teams were using a lot of energy, it was kind of, once the other team was on the offensive, now they're, while the Lakers are ahead, I feel like they're able to, hold that much more consistently. It hasn't been as, as...
Absolutely. And of course, give credit where credit's due, because Hilbert's putting up one heck of a fight out here.
100%.
And a really good spike there from Priscilla McReynolds.
And also, with Hilbert performing this well, even though they're probably, quite fatigued from the last game, what was that, probably 2 hours? And maybe like a 30-minute gap in between, they're still putting up such a fight. I'm so like blown away by their level of energy right now.
And the serve's gonna go into the net. That was Callie Vugteveen, just a little short on that serve. Oswego still leads 12-9 as in comes CJ Adam. And for Hilbert, in comes Lindy Ikes and Jade Schiller.
Once again, Jade Schiller, the freshman from, is that Michigan? Yeah, all the way from Michigan.
Schiller's serve handled really well. And after no tip is called, it's gonna be a Hilbert point. That makes it 12-10 in favor of Oswego. Jade Schiller once again on the serve, Emily. And she's been great so far. Didn't get in until the last set of last game, but she fought pretty hard out there, and she's still working even harder. A double touch here called, and Oswego will get the point there as we've got some more substitutions coming in. For the Lakers, in will come Harper Finney, and for Hilbert, it'll be Kate Kosazewski.
Still a very close game.
And Finney will go straight back to serve, awaiting the signal from the officials. And there it is. Finney getting her pre-serve routine in. Up goes the ball. And we're in play, folks. A great back set there. Adam lays out for it. No whistle until after the fact. And a great effort there.
It's so interesting to see these pre-serve routines because it's almost like ritualistic. I find it very interesting.
And awaiting the officials once again. We've got Mitchell bouncing the ball, playing a little basketball, maybe doing some crossovers while we wait.
We've seen some great plays from Mitchell, and she's a freshman. You know, she's a first year already, kind of making a name for herself this early.
And I think we're going to see a lot of that this tournament, both today, what we've already seen, what we will see today, as well as what we're going to see tomorrow when we have games all day long. And as I say that, the Lakers with another point. That one is Priscilla McReynolds, the freshman, with a big spike right past Hilbert College.
Wow.
McReynolds on the serve now.
Again, I'm seeing very fluid movements from McReynolds.
And again, just waiting for these officials. They're taking their sweet, sweet time, Emily.
A lot of anticipation from both sides. Once again, still a very close game. So there's not many conclusions to draw right now because we are so early within the game and the set.
Both teams ready to go for quite some time now, and here comes the signal. We see the official up on the stand wave across. That means you're good to go. And a big spike, but easily returned by the Lakers. Here's Godovan. And a little trouble there by Ikes trying to get that one over. A weird spot kind of running at the ball, trying to flick it with the back of
it was
her hands.
kind of, and a little close to the net, you know, it kind of hits you in the back of the head. And it's
McReynolds serving
nice.
again. And Rayvac with the hit. A chance for a backside hit, and no good. A little too much power on that from Gigi Basile. And it'll be Rayvac with the serve now.
Once again, it is nice to see, you know, there's a little too much power on both sides rather than, you know, some weak
Rayvac in her
play.
shiny pink shoes go up. Here's the set. And a spike from Dovin, blocked. That's McKenna Rice with the block, the junior. And Rayvac will take this one back, down 13-15 against the Oswego State Lakers. Up goes the ball. And Dovin sees it go right by her. She goes, that one's not in, I'm gonna leave it. Juliana Santafamia on the serve now.
That's so satisfying to see.
And again, a good choice there after the tip. Lakers trying to keep this one alive. And well done by Santafamia, but a call from the referee for a double touch. It'll be a point for the Oswego State Lakers. Oswego leading now 17-13, Emily. And obviously still need 8 more points to win this game. But what do you think the Lakers have done right so far to maintain this lead throughout?
Once again, very vocal, once again, close in proximity. I think they've definitely been able to, set things up well for each other, no matter their position. I think just the ease and flowing communication has really set them apart. What about you?
Yeah, I think you kind of hit the nail right on the head there. I mean, communication is absolutely key. But we're seeing here the Lakers with 2 aces in a row. And that's not Priscilla McReynolds, Julia Santafamia with 2 aces in a row. But really, just the Lakers have been super connected, super together. We see them talking to each other, jumping over each other even at times.
Yeah, and I mean, as this is a young team still, I feel like they've been able to bond a lot, with a lot of them being freshmen. They've been able to bond a lot through the first, around just a month of being on campus. And I think it's really nice to, hopefully this connection can, once again foster a really great season.
And Emily, that was a 3rd ace in a row for Santafamia.
Which I think that's more already than we've had in the last game, yeah. And it's still just the first set.
There it is for Rice. Well done by Santafamia. And no one is there to get that second ball, Emily. Just a little
Looks
unlucky
like
for the
Finney was a
Lakers.
little bit late to that mark.
And 20-14 Oswego leads as out comes Ikes to serve for Hilbert College. And a chance for Dovin. A spike, but outside. Not going to do it. Didn't touch on the other hand, so it'll be a point for Hilbert. 20-15 Oswego. And Ikes again. That one's going to be a little short. Looks like it came off the side of her hand, maybe.
Yeah,
Didn't quite
I
get
saw a little spin on it.
the contact she
Yeah.
wanted on that one. And it'll be 21-15, as out goes Ikes and in comes Michaela Nunley. Serving now for the Lakers is Maya Bush. And a spike there. Well done by McReynolds to keep that one up. Dovin puts it over the net.
McReynolds is definitely living up to her name as
comes
her player of the
Garnett.
match.
Garnett for a 3rd time. And Santafamia with the ball. Chance here for the Lakers. And they'll tip it to the back corner. Really well done there by the Lakers, as that was Emily Zeisler finding the open space on the court.
Yeah, I mean, she saw that opportunity and she took it. I mean, just adding to those points.
Lakers go up with it again. And another ace for the Lakers. 23-15. Emily, this first set's coming to a close here.
It's flown by, honestly.
The Lakers with an 8-point lead. And I don't want to say it's over for Hilbert in this set, but the Lakers, if they keep playing the way they've been playing, they're not going to lose this lead.
They've set themselves up real nice, yeah.
Santafamia with the second ball, and a
Still,
chance for Dovin. Blocked by Hilbert, and just like that, it's 23-16.
And I will give Hilbert some credit. They've definitely still been putting up a good fight. You've got to remember that they did play a game before this. So
And
definitely probably...
double substitution for Hilbert, as in comes Jesse Jonathan and Eleanor Rybicki. Jonathan electing to serve here.
Jonathan's serves have definitely been very smooth. A lot of, clean arcs. So hopefully Jonathan within this game can
And
help narrow
Jonathan
that
just awaiting the
gap.
official. So while we await the official, let's send it on down to our sideline reporter, Piper Kiernan, who's got all the live updates on the other game here today.
For Penn State and Utica, we have a 8-6 win Penn State, and you can come see that they are here to win. They are diving to the floor as much as they have to. Honestly, with shooting them in the foot is keep hitting it out of bounds. Back to Mike.
Thanks, Piper. That was great. The Lakers with a chance here to get 24, and the ball goes just a little too far past the line, so it's going to be 23-17, and just like that, Hilbert's on a 2-point swing right now. Let's see if they can keep this thing going. Up goes Jonathan again, and well done by the Lakers. Not giving up there. Well done once again. A chance here.
And they take it.
And there it is, folks. Katie Kozazuski with a spike. Out goes Santafamia. In comes CJ Adam at libero. And the Hawks will continue their serve. A chance here for Rayback. There's Adam on it. And from the back row, again.
The Lakers are not letting this, point gap go. They're really keeping it. They're trying to, even though Hilbert's making a little bit of a comeback, they're still holding strong onto that victory.
And Emily, once again, that was Priscilla McReynolds with a big play to get the Lakers another point and make them 1 point away from winning this first set.
This is set point.
Lakers serve was going to go up, but it looks like we got an extra player on the court. McReynolds has to come out. Thinks she's bleeding on the elbow.
Oh, no. Maybe we've got Gabriella
So
Bishop.
we'll wait Gabriella Bishop's serve here.
The junior from Johnson City, New York.
As the referees figure things out over on the sideline, and in will come Madison Gordon, the senior. And Gordon still awaiting the official. And there's that whistle. Up goes Gordon. And Gordon will do it for the Lakers. That's 25-18. They'll win their first set. And Emily, let's talk a little bit about it. Priscilla McReynolds was absolutely dominant out there. She had so many times where she would go up, pretend to spike a ball, hit it a little lighter than she originally kind of showed.
And I also noticed, that when she wasn't doing that, she was honestly making so many she was everywhere on that side of the net. Always trying to save it, making sure that ball is still in play. I think she's really been, going above and beyond when it comes to,
Of course, and it's always hard to single out a single player when a team is playing so together and so well like the Lakers are right now. But let's give some credit to Hilbert. They kept that pretty close. 25-19 that set ended.
Again, yeah, they had maybe 30 minutes of a break.
So really well done there by the Hawks to stay in that set. They're showing that they can hang with the Lakers. They can hang with Utica. They just got to find that edge and get over that edge so that they can
100%.
top one of these
Maybe
teams.
the next set can, say that last loss doesn't define them. But it never really does,
And Emily, speaking of players, Emily Zeisler, your player to watch. She's already balling out there. 4 kills on the day. A hit percentage of .444. I know we've only gone through one set, but she's 4 for 9 on hits today. Through just one set. That's a very impressive statistic. As in the Utica game, most of our players were looking at 250 to 300, 444. Awesome stat.
That's almost double. It's crazy. And again, I promise y'all, I did not pick her as my player to watch because of her lovely, lovely name, Emily.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. Both teams in the huddles now. John Stenman just getting over to the team now with 1:10 left in the break here.
And again, I'm seeing this similar kind of trend that, it looks like Oswego, just in terms of physical proximity, is so much closer together than Hilbert. I really do think that, that use of space is so important when it comes to keeping the team connected and keeping that line of communication steady.
And Calvin Crosby's been yapping with his team for quite some time now, giving them a game plan so that they can hopefully come out here and beat the Lakers in this second set. What do you think he's telling them right now, Emily?
Keep going.
Keep going, keep fighting?
Keep fighting. I think, honestly, it's a little discouraging to have such a losing streak, with that being 7 games now.
Both teams have had really strong positioning through that first set. and Hilbert had very strong positioning all last game.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting out there, holding that positioning, pushing through, using your adrenaline to push through that fatigue, and trying to walk out of here with a win today.
100%. I think that, the loss of this set definitely has given Hilbert hopefully a higher sense of urgency. I can see just from, the way that Coach Crosby is carrying himself. He's trying to, relay that to the team. And I'm just hoping that the Lakers don't get comfortable. I'm hoping that they continue to, play so offensively.
Yeah, and out comes the Lakers and out comes the Hawks, both ready to play. Again, just waiting for the officials.
Hawks are considered by many as a good luck charm, so maybe Hilbert can't turn it around.
Only time will tell, Emily.
Only time will tell. We'll have to see again. It was very much, one or the other. I think it was It was Utica, then Hilbert, then Utica, then Utica. So, they might flip-flop like that in the same way this next set.
But Emily, the Lakers also have a chance to capitalize and kind of assert their dominance on the opening night of this tournament by sweeping the Hilbert Hawks. If they can come out here and do that, everyone's going to be a little bit scared of them, a little more than they maybe were. Because the Lakers are going to prove that they're legit if they can walk out of here like that today.
And again, with such a young team, I think proving themselves so early and so early within the season is an incredible tool.
And the Lakers in a huddle still. The officials waiting on the Lakers now.
Once again, communication. Looks like it's very
prominent. And to the back is Maya Bush to serve and kick off this second set here. Bush with the hit. Nice and simple and batted down by Emily Garnett. The Lakers waste no time making it 1-0 with an ace.
Already, yeah.
Bush once again. And handled a little better there this time. And a point for the Lakers on a double touch call by the official. So Bush will go for her third straight serve to kick off this set.
I'm noticing whenever I'm hearing the Lakers cheer, they're all in unison. It's really the coordination of this team is...
And Hilbert appeared to be discussing something going on the court. Jesse Jonathan walks over to Coach Calvin Crosby and appears to be explaining something.
Along with Jenna Rayback.
Coach gives a thumbs up, and we're back on our way, though. As once again, it's Maya Bush on the serve. Up and over. Here's Jonathan with the second. And Rayback with the third, but the Lakers handle it no problem. And the Lakers with another point. Again for a double hit.
So now we're at 3-0 right now in Oswego's favor.
And Emily, a sloppy start here for Hilbert. We've seen 2 double hits and a ball that was just kind of batted down off the serve.
Yeah, it's definitely a little discouraging. And also, I know Oswego, the Lakers gained a couple points off of some aces, but I think that fatigue is starting to set in now.
And that was Kaylee Vugteveen on the block to make it 4-0. Bush still serving here.
Yeah, I'm seeing, a little fatigue.
And a chance here for the Lakers to make it 5, and it's going to go just past. It'll be a point for the Hilbert Hawks. Was not in bounds. Looks like the Lakers may be trying to argue that there was a tip off of a Hilbert blocker, but referee says no thank you. It's going to be Jesse Jonathan's serve. Jonathan wastes no time taking the serve. The Lakers are going to try and make her pay. And really well done there by Priscilla McReynolds to get to that first ball. There's just no one there for that second one.
And once again, like the other set, like the other game, Hilbert's climbing up once again to show them, we're not truly out yet. I think this team has shown so much resilience, and I think it's so important to not count these girls out.
And both teams just kind of going back and forth. Lakers just trying to slow down Hilbert on these blocks. And a tip from Jesse Jonathan will give the Lakers a point. Rayback went down to get it, but Jonathan's hands got right in the way, blocks it out of her view. Serving now for the Lakers is Grace Godovan. Up goes the ball. And an attempted spike there, handled by Adam. And the Lakers will get another point off of a little doink ball into an open area on the floor.
We're seeing some doink action just like we were with Utica.
We've seen a whole lot of them today, Emily. Godovan once again. Hilbert with 4 in the back to return this serve. And they won't need any of them as Godovan hits it into the net. Still unlucky, comes off the hand weird sometimes, and that's what's going to happen.
Honestly, it really does come down to, the smallest components of a serve and of your stance.
Serving for Hilbert now is Eleanor Rybicki. And a good spike. Well done there to keep that one in play. And another double touch call. Again, Emily, we've seen 3 of those in this set alone for Hilbert.
They have as many touch calls as they do points. That's just, that might be a result of, again, the fatigue. We're kind of sloppy, but
it's certainly likely that that's it, Emily. That fatigue's starting to kick in. They played an entire game already. The Lakers are fresh out here. So that's something that could definitely be affecting both teams' performances.
But again, oftentimes fatigue is a sign of a job well done.
Here comes Oswego.
Even though Hilbert's trying to, come back from this, I still think they're doing a great job when it comes to
Rayvac
holding that down.
Off the hand of Emily Zeisler and out of reach of Grace Godovan. It'll be another point for Hilbert. 7-4 Oswego leads.
So once again, very, very close margin, between these two teams. It still is anyone's game.
And the Lakers trying to get another point here. They're in a bit of a drought, and they'll get it right there. Maybe a little bit of luck, maybe a little bit of skill, a little bit of everything out there today.
Who knows?
But in for the Lakers comes Gigi Basile and Harper Finney. And Finney will serve this one.
We've already seen, some great initiative from Finney so far. She's I've seen her getting down on the floor, trying to keep that ball in play. I think she's definitely, shown a lot for herself as a freshman.
And Emily, one thing that we're seeing a lot with Oswego that we haven't seen with our first games today is the depth. Oswego is able to pull in 4 or 5 other players from their bench that can play just as good as that starting 6. Whereas with Hilbert, I don't think we've seen as much of that. They've certainly had players come off the bench and perform well, but they've had a lot of players who are on their sideline that we haven't seen touch the court yet.
Yeah. And I think, with
the Lakers will make it 10-4. Hilbert's going to need a timeout after that one.
Once again, we're definitely looking, quite excited over on the Lakers side, a little bit more solemn with Hilbert, but
yeah, and morale appears to be an all-time high for the Oswego State Lakers. You look over to their huddle, coach is excited, he's jumping up and down, he's buzzing, the girls are excited to be here. We look over to Hilbert, things are a little more monotone. Morale looks a little low over there, but hey, I don't know what coach is saying to him right now. He's probably saying, let's go, keep your heads up, we got this.
100%, it's so important to keep your head up, don't let, being on the low side rule you, or else, because that's really how that gap will widen. So I'm really hoping that Hilbert can continue to have the drive that we know that they can show.
The Lakers are coming back out nice and early in this timeout. Hilbert taking their time. And Finney waiting for Hilbert to come out so she can get her serve in. But here they come.
Once again, that pre-serve ritual.
Let's see, she goes bounce, 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 spin, goes up, and right over the net. And again, a miscommunication there for Hilbert. As Jade Schiller goes for that ball, probably should have been Michaela Nooney's call, but Lakers will take it right back. And here's Finney once again. And into the net. And with that, we're going to send it on down to Piper Kiernan once again, who's at the sideline of the other game here at the Max Hill Gymnasium. Piper, take it away.
Utica and Penn State just finished their first set with a 20-25 loss for Penn State. Utica really turning it around there from when we first started the game. They really put into it. They set up to what Penn State's bad sides were. Anyways, back to you, Mike in the box.
Thanks, Piper. We saw a serve from Mitchell here, and the Lakers able to return it. Hilbert looking to get something going for them, and they will. A bit of a miscommunication there. Adom goes up for it, and there's no one there to get that second ball. It'll be Mitchell again on the serve.
I feel like within a lot of these sets, we've seen a gap between both teams. It's around 4 to 5. So I think that's kind of when things start to get a little urgent. That's kind of when the gap will either
and
continue
Mitchell
to
hits
grow.
it up high for the spike. And that's Gigi Basile with the kill. Lakers once again, that's McReynolds. Up for Rice, Rice spikes.
A solid
Adom
fake out
with a
from
chance.
Hilbert.
And Dovin, just a little too much on that, didn't get over it. It'll be 12-7 in favor of the Oswego State Lakers. So we've got another whistle. And in comes Emily Garnett for Hilbert.
Once again, very nice name. A solid punch from Gigi Basile.
And Dovin again. Elects for the love tap that time, and it works like a charm. Right over the head of the blocker, McKenna Rice, and finds the spot on the floor.
Again, I feel like after that timeout, this is kind of, Hilbert's way of saying, this is not over yet.
And here's CJ Adom on the serve. And a powerful serve towards the back corner. Up it goes, and here's Garnett. Gave the Lakers maybe a taste of their own medicine there with that doink. And it'll be a Hilbert serve.
Once again, though, very in character for Finney to, go for that ball, even if it's already on the
Serving
come
now is
down.
Ikes. And a great try there by Basile, but just couldn't get up high enough. Maybe a little bit low of a step for her to try and spike that from that distance out.
And I think there was a little bit of blockage as well. It's a hard position to be in.
And Dovin, well done there to return that one. Adom will put it over, but a free hit here for Hilbert. And Hilbert's going to capitalize on that, but I thought I saw some contact on a brush pass of him, but I guess not. It'll be a point for the SUNY Oswego Lakers.
Once again, we're seeing that 5 gap when it comes to, who's on the up.
And in for the Lakers now are Maya Bush and Lillian Byrne. Bush will be the one to serve. And a good serve from Bush. That's another ace as Michaela Nunley was unable to handle that one. Bush will take it right back and go again.
I'm just seeing a lot of, 1, 2, 3 spins.
And a chance there, and they capitalize, Hilbert. You could argue that ball might have been going out of bounds, Emily, but I don't know. It seemed like a pretty close line.
Yeah, we are pretty far away after all.
Smart of the Lakers to try and go after that one, I'd say. And it'll be Jessie Jonathan on the serve once again. We've talked quite a lot about her today. She's been phenomenal as far as setting goes. She's been great on the serve, and she's been really good at spiking too when she needs to. And there's that set I just talked about.
And they're still able
Blocked,
to keep
so
it
a fork
going.
hit will work there. And here's Dovin. And really well done there by Katie Kosazewski.
An incredibly eventful rally, just then.
She saw her opportunity to use her height to her advantage, and she capitalized.
Honestly. I feel like it's very, there's a lot of people who are either super, super tall on this court, or there's a lot of people who are kind of on the shorter side. So I feel like both teams are able to kind of use that juxtaposition to their advantage.
And Jonathan's next hit will go out of bounds on the serve, but out goes Dovin and in comes Gabriella Bishop.
Coming in from a different angle, kind of. Once again, that set from Jonathan.
A chance here for the Lakers. A little behind, has to jump back and grab that one. And it's gonna make it over, but it will not stay in bounds. Really good effort there by Hilbert to keep that one alive, but just too little too late. You're hitting from the back line, and it's gonna be hard to direct that ball where you want it. And Gabriella Bishop's reign as server is over. She hits one into the net.
It's really refreshing to see because, as Bishop is a junior on a team that has a very, very large population of freshman students, it's nice to see that, students of all years are able to, stay connected. Like, it's such a great team mindset that I'm seeing, and I really love that.
And the junior, Emily Garnett, up for the serve now. And just barely skims the net. In tennis, we call that a let, but in volleyball, we say play on. Emily Garnett will go again. 17-13 Oswego leads, but still anyone set here, Emily.
It's very close.
And Garnett again with a low-driven bullet.
Once again, both teams are definitely proving, just how much they've come to bring this weekend.
And Garnett's serving really well right now, but the Lakers able to get it that time. So here's Kosciuszki, puts it over, but Santa Famia able to control. And the Lakers with a chance. They'll keep that one alive. McReynolds hits it over.
The Lakers have really not been faltering when it comes to asserting that dominance.
And again, that's Kosciuszki. And just like that, Emily, it's a 2-point game. 17-15. Oswego's still leading, but Hilbert's on a hot streak here. Garnett once again lining up for the serve. And you hear the entire Oswego sideline erupt out all at once. They know what they're doing. They're communicating well down there. And that might be the change they needed to kind of swing this back their way. Serving now for the Lakers is Lauren Kropp. And here's Rayvac. A good hit, no contact, and it'll be a point for the Lakers.
I think that's...
Rayvac questioning the official's call there. I thought I saw some contact off a Laker arm, I'm not going to lie. And here's Vugteveen on the serve. And again, just a miscommunication here from Hilbert.
And
they
now
were
once
able
again,
to bring the score back to within like 2-3 points.
Yeah, that 5-point gap, 20-15 in Oswego's favor.
Vugteveen once again
Getting
goes
real
up.
close to the end of the set.
And another ace for Vugteveen. Have yourself a day.
I think we had more aces in the first set than we did the entire Hilbert Utica game. Once again, it could be a result of fatigue.
And Vugteveen's serve return this time as up goes Rayvac, and she'll get a spike and a point for Hilbert, keeping them in this game.
And it's very admirable at how Hilbert still, no matter what, is still able to put up such a fight.
And the Lakers with a chance here once again, but blocked by Lindy Ikes and Jenna Rayvac. And up goes Kosciuszki again, but the Lakers able to control it. And blocked again, but it'll fall on Hilbert's side of the net, so that'll be another kill for Priscilla McReynolds, the outside hitter. And serving now for Oswego is Emily Zeisler, Emily Mike's player to watch.
What can I say? I love my Emily's.
And a dirty spike there from the Oswego State Lakers.
Like an elbow pass on the other side of the net, you know? That was just straight down.
That's a scary ball to see coming at you. And that was Priscilla McReynolds.
Mike's player to watch.
Lakers 2 points from winning this set. And they'll use all three here. There's McReynolds again.
Again, very,
Jonathan.
very offensive playing from McReynolds.
And McReynolds didn't want that one. Instead, it'll be Lillian Byrne.
And now up next, we've got set point.
And Emily Zeisler looking to close things out with an ace here. And she will not do it. That ball is just outside the line.
Once again, making for a very close game.
But looks like Zeisler and Bush will come out, and in will come Finney and Gigi Basile.
Once again, we've seen a lot of drive from Finney.
And Mackenzie Mitchell awaiting the serve as the referee finalizes this substitution on the sideline. Mitchell walking up. And the Lakers looking to finish this set right now. Will they do it? McReynolds. And Rayback with a spike. Blocked by the Lakers, but another point for Hilbert. They're not going down without a fight, Emily. 24-19 Oswego leads.
And still we're
again,
seeing that.
a hot streak once again for Hilbert. As this time in comes Gigi Basile.
And even though Hilbert is on a losing streak, their ability to, stay so close and match that score kind of is very admirable.
And the Lakers with another chance. McReynolds again.
And they do
McReynolds will finish things off
that's
with this
the
second
set.
set. The Lakers win the second set, 25-19 after winning the first, 25-18.
Now the real question is, will the Lakers be riding that high into the third set? I guess we'll find out. Not for nothing, communication is great on both teams.
And Emily, for the Lakers, let's talk about our players to watch because they are absolutely balling out here. McReynolds has 4 kills, only 1 error. 11 total attacks today through 2 sets. And if we move down to Lillian Byrne, not one of our players to watch, but also having a great game.
7 total
4
attacks.
kills, 7 total attacks, a hit percentage of over 500.
Almost 600.
And then, of course, Emily Zeisler, your player to watch, has 6 kills, 2 errors,
15 total attacks,
and a hit percentage of 267.
Along
Again, just
with
dominant
6
performances
points.
all around for the Lakers. And while we await the restart of this game, we're going to send it back down to Piper Kiernan on the sideline. Piper, tell us some good news.
Right now, we're on set 2 for Penn State versus Utica. Penn State scored the first 5 points, which seemed to frazzle Utica just a bit. Then a timeout was called, and Utica got right back into it with more fire coming to play. Right now, we are 6-12 for Penn State. Throwing it back to you, Mike, in the box.
Thanks, Piper. That was great. We are back here. We still got a minute and a half on the clock waiting for this third set to start. But the Lakers with a chance to prove a really big point today and walk out of here sweeping the Hilbert Hawks.
And just imagine, like the leg up that's going to give them tomorrow, being able to say, that they swept.
Absolutely, Emily. And you have to think there might almost be some sort of pressure that they have to perform well at this tournament.
Definitely.
They are the host team.
So they could either use that as, let's live up to this, or they could let that get in their heads. So I'm hoping they're able to use that as something that can help them further their trajectory this weekend.
You're absolutely right, Emily. And as we move into this last minute of the break, we're going to talk about some players from Hilbert that have kind of stood out. Because we've talked a lot about the Oswego players. Obviously, they've won both of their first 2 sets. But give some credit to Hilbert. They've been great. Jenna Rayvack with 5 kills on 15 total attacks. That's a hitting percentage of .333 with 4 digs. She's having a great game today, 5.5 points. And Emily, who are you going to talk about for me?
I want to talk about Mackenzie Mitchell. She has 3 total attacks so far, 5 assists, and she has a hit percentage of .333. Once again, I think we've got a lot of players with, 3 of the same number, but she's been doing great so far.
So we really have had two dominant teams that have been playing really well, but I'm going to look into Katie Kosciuszki really quickly because she has 2 kills on 11 attacks, so not the highest hitting percentage of 91, but she's been really good in front of the net as far as blocking, getting digs, things like that. So there's more to volleyball than just kills and spikes.
100%. Also, McKenna Rice, who's also got a sister on the team, Michaela Rice. McKenna and Michaela sound very similar. She's got 1 kill, 4 total attacks, which gives her a 25% or .250, 25% hit percentage. And she's got 3 digs. So once again, great plays, and it's a very big morale boost to be playing with your sister. Even though it looks like they've got a year apart.
And if the Lakers want to keep things rolling here, if they want to get out of here a little earlier than they might, they'll win this set here. This will be the last set of the match.
Once again, I think it'd be a very, very impressive way to assert dominance for this weekend to have that 3-0 win. But again, only time will tell.
And Hilbert will start serving for this one. It's Jesse Jonathan. Adam puts it up. A chance for the Lakers. And really well done by Jonathan to keep that one alive with her left hand. Here comes this one over the net. And the Lakers with a chance dove in. And somehow kept alive by the Hilbert Hawks.
But that'll do it.
But the Lakers will get it on the next one as it's Callie Vugteveen scoring the point. And in comes Gabriella Bishop for the Lakers to serve.
We've also seen a lot of great serves from Gabriella Bishop, so.
And Bishop with an ace after a tough ball to handle there. Hilbert just unable to.
Once again, I think during the beginning of all 3 sets, Oswego has started out with, the first couple of points and Hilbert's at a 0. So let's hope they can pick that back up. But
and another ace there, Emily. I mean, out of nowhere, Gabriella Bishop comes in and is wreaking havoc on the Hilbert Hawks.
Who could ask for a better beginning to a set, let alone your 3rd set? But still, Hilbert is still ready to fight.
Bishop again laying out for that one. And just a little bit of a mishit there from Priscilla McReynolds. But it looks like it's all smiles and laughter on the Lakers side of the court anyways.
They definitely do have a little bit more wiggle room than the Hawks at this moment, so I can see why they're doing that.
And a chance here. Spiked just a little too far by Vugteveen. And just like that, Oswego leads just 3-2. Obviously very early in this 3rd set here. Still plenty to play.
Again, even with these 2 last sets being won by Oswego, they're still incredibly close in score during this set. Hilbert has definitely been able to hold their own.
And McReynolds spikes there right into the hands of Kosciuszki, but nothing Kosciuszki can do about it. It's going to go right down into the net and then hit the floor. And serving now for the Lakers is Vugteveen.
I'm noticing with all these serves when it comes to the Lakers, they're very composed.
And a chance for Rayback. And it'll go. As Hilbert's keeping this one a little tighter than the last 2, Emily.
And I think there might be a chance that we head into a 4th.
And Jade Schiller awaiting the whistle, and there it is. A chance for Oswego once again. And well handled there. A miss hit there from Lillian Byrne. And the libero, CJ Adam, not able to get there on time, so that'll make it 4-4. We got a tie game here on court number 1 in the Max Zeal. And just like that, Oswego takes the lead back after a Jade Schiller serve goes into the net.
Got Gigi Basile back in for
And
the
into the
Lakers.
game comes Harper Finney. She's been great from behind the line so far today. Let's see if she can keep it up. She most certainly can. As there's Jonathan with a set, and really well done by Adam to keep that one alive. Adam again. And over to McReynolds, blocked. It'll be another point for Hilbert, and just like that, we're back to 5-5.
What I've been seeing from Adam so far is that she's incredibly agile, and that's such an important trait to have as a libero.
So we're seeing a lot more substitutions here this game from the Hilbert Hawks.
We've got Mackenzie Mitchell
Trying to bring
now.
in those fresh legs, keep players alive, because they've got even more games tomorrow.
Definitely.
And up goes the serve from Mitchell. And that's Lindy Ikes, the freshman, absolutely stuffing Maya Bush.
Ike's coming all the way from Pennsylvania. We've got Mitchell next on the serve for Hilbert.
Mitchell goes up with it, and Adam has no trouble controlling it. Third hit here. And a bit of a miscommunication there, but it all worked out for Hilbert as they'll get another point and take the lead, Emily. 7-5, they're ahead.
What a switch in this game. Honestly, again, proof that it is anyone's game.
And Mitchell with the serve into the net this time. Unlucky there, but a great run from her, giving Hilbert the lead back.
Again, she stuck out to me. And again, I mean, as a freshman coming from such a, far away area, I think she's been doing a great job.
And here come the Lakers.
A little bit of a fall there from Molly McKinnon.
But it's nothing that Hilbert couldn't handle.
A little too much power on
And
that.
the referee says no tip, no contact. Hilbert thinks there was, Emily.
Oh no.
And looks like we might have to have a little talking to with the officials over here. And the call has been overturned. Referee says there was a tip and it'll be a Hilbert point.
Back up to a tie game, 7-7. A very lucky number. And we see Jenna Ravak with her bright pink shoes.
So we await the
Theorized
official's
lucky
return.
charm.
Official trying to figure out the scoreboard right now, I believe, after that little confusion on that call there. And Coach Stenman talking to his players while we wait.
Ravak's putting the ball on her finger. We gonna shoot some hoops?
Unfortunately, they got all the hoops up on the ceiling tonight, Emily. But the officials are now ready, and so is Ravak, as up goes the ball. Well done by Adam. And the spike by Madison Gordon, just a little low. It'll go into the net.
Now we've got 9-6 in Hilbert's favor.
And Emily, it's now 10-6. Hilbert trying to make a statement here, trying to prove that they deserve to be here with the Lakers, and the Lakers are going to need a timeout on this one.
I think definitely it is a little bit of a wake-up call. Who knows? Maybe the Lakers did get a little comfortable, but I think definitely I'm seeing a lot more energy and gusto from Hilbert due to this.
And Emily, what do you think has changed between the last two sets and this set for Hilbert?
I just think it really does take, a setback to kind of make you go faster, you know what I mean? And I think it's really important, to to just, use your setbacks as ammo to get you farther ahead.
Absolutely, and not for nothing, but the Lakers haven't looked anywhere near as energetic, anywhere near as strong as they did in those first two sets.
And they haven't even played, a game before this, so it's just, again, it's a testament to the energy that Hilbert has brought to this net today.
And of course, the Lakers looking to get something going here, down 6-10. Will they be able to come back? I'm not totally sure if they will, but right now we're going to throw it back to our sideline reporter, Piper Kiernan. Piper, what do you got for us this time?
We just ended the second set with a win from Penn State, 16-25, but Utica was not giving it up easily. At their timeout, it was 13-21, and Utica kept fighting for each point they got. Sadly, they only got 3 more. Throwing it back to you, Mike, in the box.
Thanks, Piper. We're back from the timeout over here, and the Lakers able to return that first serve, but a net violation is called, and it'll be 11-6, Hilbert. As it's still Rayvac on the serve.
Once again, Rayvac's really been
Well
able to
done by Adam to control that one. And a nice spike there, but even better to return that from Hilbert. Adam again, putting her body on the line, and the Lakers just trying to get one over the net. But this blocking is relentless.
And putting her body on the line has been a common, matters for Adam.
And
very
the Lakers
ready to put
giving
herself
up
in the
a
play.
free hit here.
That way the ball can save, but I think that's very...
And again, that's Lindy Ikes with another spike.
Now we're 6-12 in Hilbert's favor.
Hilbert has come out of nowhere this set. Emily.
Definitely a wake-up call for the Lakers, but they still have to hold their own. Rayvac back on the serve.
And this time it'll be a net violation on Hilbert. It'll be an Oswego serve for CJ Adam. And well done by Adam to get down there, but maybe went a little too early, just unlucky not to get that how she wanted it. And the Lakers down 6, a position we haven't seen them in yet this tournament. As Natalie Roman is back from her sabbatical, she did not play at all in the second set, Emily.
Yeah, your player to watch for, Hilbert.
And the Lakers cannot find the court here. They are now down 7-14. Hilbert has doubled their score. As here's Roman once again.
That was a common theme that we did see within the other 2 sets, or at least a very, very large margin when it came to points.
And again, the Lakers unable to get the ball on the court.
Very, very pivotal set so far.
Adam will go out, and Juliana Santafamia will come in as the libero. And the Lakers trying to find something, a nice block there. And that'll do it. Kaylee Vugteveen ends the drought for the Lakers with a beautiful block, and Hilbert's unable to return that one. Now 15-8, Hilbert in the lead by a large margin. And Finney will leave the court to make way for Emily Zeisler, who we've talked so much about today.
And once again, this is her senior year, so.
And the Lakers working hard now here. But Hilbert is as well. Both teams looking to get another few points. And a good idea there from Mackenzie Mitchell. Not the best execution, just a little too low. Maybe a half an inch or half a foot higher, and that's over the net, and the Lakers might lose that point.
Honestly, I mean, that is how it goes sometimes. It's a lot easier when it comes to, kind of thinking about what you're going to do versus actually executing it.
And Priscilla McReynolds unable to get to that one. She was kind of in no man's land. There's so much open space around her. And now, as we see some substitutions coming in, it's Jesse Jonathan coming in, and out goes McKenna Rice. And Jonathan comes in to serve, as we've seen a lot today.
We've got Mitchell's talking to Coach Crosby. It looks like they're in kind of planning. See a little fist bump over there.
And McKinnon with a nice hit. The Lakers trying to get one going for themselves, though. There's Jonathan.
From Santa Familia.
And nothing goes for Vugteveen that time, but it will go for Hilbert. As once again, they're finding the gaps in this gym floor, and they're absolutely dominating Oswego right now.
I mean, 17-9, you almost don't remember where it turned around.
And Emily, I'm not sure what happened with the Lakers in this third set. They looked so strong in these first two.
Again, I mean, it really is important to not get comfortable when you're so far ahead. I feel like that's kind of, what I've been seeing outside the Lakers. Although they're still playing great, it's a little less urgency than I've seen in the last two sets. Do you agree?
I would absolutely agree, Emily. And it almost seems like there's not as much heart, as much drive to try and win this third set.
I feel like after that loss that Hilbert took today, they've got a lot more to fight for heading into this weekend, which is definitely reflecting in the way that they're playing.
And the Lakers dug this hole, so either they gotta dig their way out or lay down.
And depending on how things go, if we do head into a fourth, then head into a fifth, it's going to be a close game. I feel like both teams have come to fight real hard tonight. See a lot of game faces, a lot less high fives, but I feel like that's just because we're in a more serious part of this set.
And once again, McReynolds is being sent off the court for a scrape on her arm. In comes the cleanup crew, and Jesse Jonathan stands at the back, fixing her hair, waiting to serve.
Honestly, though, I don't blame her. I mean, it does get, if it gets in your face, so that can make or break, any move that you make. Oh, nice friend there.
Unfortunately, Emily, I can't relate. I've got pretty short hair, so.
Yeah?
And we're at a bit of a standstill now as we wait for the court to be cleaned up so we can resume play. But the official heads back over to his sideline, and looks like things will get going here momentarily.
Tension is at quite a high at this point in the game.
As here comes Jonathan on the serve.
Explosive serve from Jonathan.
And just not getting over the ball on that serve.
Just
That's Emily
Zeisler. Too much power. I feel like a little bit of that anger, a little bit of that, surprise from the way that this has been going is kind of impacting the amount of power that Oswego is using.
And Coach Denman expressing his disinterest in this style of Laker play over on the sideline.
Definitely. We've got the hands on the hips. And just like that, there is a 10-point margin between Oswego and Hilbert.
And Emily, maybe we announcers cursed the Lakers a little bit, saying they could walk out of here feeling really good with a sweep in this game.
I think that's been a common theme for us tonight, Mike.
But a huge spike there by the Lakers to get things rolling a little bit for them.
Again, we're getting close to, the end. Hilbert is at 19, but that doesn't mean that this game is over yet.
And a really strong serve there by Gabriella Bishop.
I mean, even if Hilbert does...
The Lakers really can't afford to lose any points here, Emily, if they want to stay in this set and win this one.
If Hilbert does win this set, it really could be Hilbert's game as well. I feel like this has been is and will be very pivotal to how the results of this game will turn out.
And it'll be Molly McKinnon on the serve. A nice set and a spike blocked. And a call from the referee. Looks like a double touch there.
Another point for the Lakers. I feel like Oswego hasn't, continued that sense of urgency when they are on the low. I feel like now that they've hit this low, they've kind of stayed there. And I feel like Hilbert did a much better job of getting out of that funk.
And down by 9 does not mean you have to put your head down and take the loss. You can keep your heads up, you can keep fighting, which is what the Lakers are trying to do here.
Hit the ceiling.
That ball's in no man's land off the roof though, Emily. And that one will be a point for the Lakers.
And again, this could be a turnaround, but I think urgency should be,
Here's Vugteveen on the serve. And off the net, able to control it. And Lakers again will make it 13. That's Priscilla McReynolds with a really big hit, finding that open spot on the floor once again, like we've seen her do so many times today.
Again, we're still seeing that, the Lakers still can fight this through.
Continue to serve here. And the ruling is out of bounds. Very close, Emily, but
very
just
close.
Missed the line.
So we've got a substitution.
And in comes Jade Schiller to serve for Hilbert College. And the ruling on the court is a little unsure. But Hilbert earns a point off of it. Jade Schiller with another serve here.
A little bit of confusion on the Lakers side. But they're not letting that keep them disoriented.
A chance here. The Lakers able to return it, but in a bad spot.
Oh, yeah.
And Lindy Ikes is going to capitalize on that every time.
And just like that, 13-23 in Hilbert's favor.
Lakers down by 10.
We're 2 points away from the end of the set.
And a really good spike from Emily Zeisler. But is it too little too late, Emily? Down by 9, Hilbert needs 2 points to win this set.
We're definitely in a very urgent spot.
Harper Finney comes in to serve for the Lakers.
I feel like if there is any time for the Lakers to kind of dial in, I mean, it should have been the entirety of the set, but it should be now.
And a chance once again for Hilbert, and they'll capitalize again, Emily. A 10-point game, and Lindy Ikes, these last couple of points, has just been phenomenal.
Again, just driving it home for the Hawks.
Not giving the Lakers a chance to breathe.
They're watching them like a hawk. But this is game point over here.
And Mackenzie Mitchell for the set.
And again, I mean,
Lakers trying to stay in it. Up goes Mitchell. And Rice blocked.
will this be it?
And Reynolds hits it down, but really well done by McKinnon. Both teams fighting here. McReynolds again, and again the little doink over the blocker. Drops it right down.
It's been such a common theme today, and I think it really is an underrated move. Looks like we got a little wet spot on the floor, maybe? Nope.
And again, the Lakers cannot afford any mistakes here, Emily. And a set here. Up, here's Rice, blocked by the Lakers.
A series of pretty solid blocks.
And McReynolds keeps it up.
And they're still in!
Puts it over. What a rally we've got here, folks.
But that'll do it from Liddy Ikes.
And the Hilbert Hawks come out of nowhere, beating the Lakers 25-15 in the third set and forcing a fourth set. So, We're gonna head on over to Piper Kiernan on the sideline and see what she has to say about the other game going on here at the Max Field.
Right now, Penn State is beating Utica 10-9, but they're on a back-to-back streak of who gets the point. Truthfully, it is anyone's game right now. Throwing it back to you, Mike, in the box.
Thanks, Piper. We've got 2 great games going on in this deal tonight. We're so excited to be here. We've got 2.5 minutes left before this 4th set between Oswego and Hilbert College. And Emily, we saw some out-of-character stuff going on for the Lakers in that last set.
Again, I mean, I really do think that it was an issue of, getting comfortable, which is something that you really shouldn't do when you're on the field. It's really important to, once you've got that leg up, to keep that, to keep playing like you're about to lose it. And I feel like I didn't really see that. I saw a little bit of a dip in that sense of urgency for the Lakers. And I think with those 2 lost sets from Hilbert, they were able to use that, and not let that discount them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And we can certainly blame the Lakers for not performing as well as they did in the first 2 sets.
Definitely.
But we can also applaud the Hawks for how well they played in that set.
What a comeback,
They
honestly.
kept composure, they put their heads down, they locked in, and they won that set. They fought hard for that set, and they owned it.
I mean, morale over on that side is just great. They're doing their little H for Hawks. I think they've really got... it really could be anyone's set. If they do force it into a 5th, I feel like Hilbert could really walk out with this win.
And for lack of a better word, Emily, they were bringing the boom. I
saw a little bit of a doom from the Lakers this set, but that doesn't mean that they're truly out yet.
Mm-hmm. And both teams have played very good games. Obviously, Hilbert had 1 game before the Lakers, so they are working on that fatigue. But all the power to them for being able to stick with the Lakers in all these sets.
Yeah, even with that being said, even though they lost last game, that takes such a toll on the average player. And being able to come back like this at such a late spot within the game, after already playing another, remarkable.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens here in this 4th set, Emily. I'm sure Coach John Stemman has some choice words for the Lakers.
Definitely. I see he's talking with his hands, he's pointing. He means business. He's definitely gunning for a Laker comeback, but we're just going to have to see if that's going to be what happens.
And Lakers are breaking down their huddle.
And here we go into the 4th set.
And both teams on the court now awaiting the official over at the score table to get things kicked off once again. And the Lakers in their pre-game huddle here, ready to go. As Maya Bush will start the serving for the Lakers in this 4th set, and hopefully for the Lakers, their final set. They want to walk out of here with a win.
Definitely. I mean, this is on their home turf, so it's very important to assert that, they've got the leg up because this is, where they practice, where they play.
And of course, Emily, Hilbert's not going to make it easy. Like AJ and Big Justice, they're bringing the boom out here.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off there.
And Hilbert with the serve. It'll once again be Jesse Jonathan. Up it goes. And into the net. Lakers will go 1-1, and it's a whole new ball game.
I'm very excited to see what this set will bring for the remainder of the game.
And wow! Priscilla McReynolds got up there.
Just a little tap, because you're already so high up. Sometimes it's all you need.
And it'll be Grace Godovin on the serve here now.
It's been a very decorated player to watch.
And a chance here for Hilbert, and they'll take advantage of it. That's Katie Koszewski. And we're just going back and forth, spike for spike here, Emily.
Again, this is really cutthroat. I can't tell if we are going to have to go into a 5th or if they're Oswego will take this one home.
And well done by Adam, but not into a great spot. And again, another
right
spike.
smack dab in the middle. Yeah.
And serving now is Molly McKinnon.
An impressive spike from Maya Bush.
Both teams having a little trouble finalizing this point. And Jonathan will put it up. And into the back corner, a really good ball by Rybicki.
Honestly, kind of an empty corner. Kind of took advantage of that, open space. That's been a very common theme for Hilbert is, finding those little pockets and immediately just sending it straight to there.
And of course, there's Priscilla McReynolds once again. She is absolutely flying out there, Emily.
Bouncing it right off of Jesse Jonathan to score that point for the Lakers.
And Hilbert leads 4-3 over the Oswego State Lakers. As here comes Vogteveen. And a good serve to the back corner, handled well by Hilbert. Lakers put it up for the third. It's Priscilla once again. Hilbert able to handle this one. And the Lakers done really well there to put that one in a dangerous zone and force Hilbert to make a mistake.
Again, after seeing that last set, I feel like definitely the Lakers are ready to say, hey, that's not what we do here. They bring the boom.
And
that's what they do.
Good dig there by Natalie Roman. It's not going to be enough as the Lakers are going to score another point. And here comes Vogteveen again. And a point for the Hilbert Hawks off of another dominant spike. And Emily, this has been very back and forth.
Definitely. Again, tied up at 5-5.
And serves over. Lakers trying to control it. McReynolds spikes, but not going to be enough as there's Adam. And a little fake set, puts it over the net. McReynolds goes up, able to slow down the ball. And Zeisler keeps it alive. Godovin. And a net violation called on the Lakers.
We're getting a lot of net violations so far in this game. And a kind of awkward push.
Able to get around Rybicki there. Looks like she got caught up on her.
Awkward kind of, pushed her right back into the Lakers side.
So now it'll be Emily Zeisler on the serve. Up it goes.
Very consistent serves from Emily Zeisler I've seen so far. And there's McReynolds just tapping it right on. Once again, the Lakers are being very vocal.
And McReynolds just has a really strong performance out here today, Emily. I know I keep touching on it, but
Honestly,
she was my player to watch, so happy she's doing well.
She's got the height when there are a couple people on the team who are quite tall, but she's really using that to her advantage and using that voice to her advantage as well.
And that's Adam, unable to control that one. We'll have some substitutions coming in for Hilbert College, as in comes Mackenzie Mitchell to serve, and in comes McKenna Rice. Hilbert's leading 7-6 as Mackenzie Mitchell steps up to serve, and we'll wait for the officials to start things back up.
I feel like every time they have waited for these officials, it's been kind of a, tense environment, not due to, any certain aspect, but just because this has been such a cutthroat game. Great bump from Dobin.
And
But she couldn't
Rayback,
get to it too
once
fast.
again, capitalizing. She has been so dominant all night in both games they've played.
And I'm noticing, especially in that back left corner, there's definitely a lot of empty space. So they've got Dobin right on in there to cover that. Very open front, but we'll see if that becomes a problem.
And of course, with the size of a volleyball court, you can only cover so much space before you run out.
Especially with so little people too. You know, it's a lot of space for just a handful of people. So I think it's definitely, it's all about, you know, getting to the right place at the right time and, you know, communicating with your teammates so you're not all in one big clump. I haven't seen that as much, but again, communication, very important.
And Dobin with a chance here, but again, Jenna Rayback with the block, not giving Oswego any breathing room. And this is a very different team from what we saw in those first two sets.
Again, very close game with Hilbert on top.
Rayback again with the serve.
I feel like there was just such a switch after that second set.
And Godova with a nice spike, but really well done by Hilbert to shut that down.
Great support from Mitchell. But that'll do it for the Lakers.
And that's Lillian Byrne with a big play there.
I got to, again, very close game, 8-9.
CJ Adom on the serve now.
It's very
Adom, well done there.
A lot of Adam's movements have been quite prepared, I've noticed. There's been very few times she's been caught off guard, even though Oswego has been, you know, on the defensive side for a little bit of these last two sets.
And a spike, the Lakers unable to get there, and Hilbert with another lead, 10-9. And more substitutions coming in now for both teams. As it'll be Natalie Roman to serve on this one.
Again, Mike's player to watch.
And that'll make it 10-10 off a spike from Grace Godovin. And while we're here, let's send it down to our sideline reporter, Piper Kiernan. Piper, what do you got for us?
This was a crazy ending to the set. It was going back to back for points, and then they went into timeout at 19-15 for Penn State, which really gave Penn State their more momentum towards the game because they kept hitting and they kept getting those points. They ended up with a 25-20 win, and it seems like Penn is ready, and they're going at their hardest. Back to you, Mike in the box.
Thanks, Piper. It's been a great game here, and that game over there that Piper's been watching has been phenomenal, but the Lakers are back in action on this court now. So here we are, Lakers up 11-10, able to score a point during Piper's report. And another one right there for Hilbert. So just like that, we're back to 11-11. Emily, make a wish. All right, she can't tell you.
I wish for snow. Oh.
Oh, she told you guys. That's all right, that's all right. So it's going to be a Hilbert serve here, and it'll be Jesse Jonathan once again. Up goes the ball. Lakers ready for it. And Lakers with an opportunity, not the greatest set, a little out of position, and Hilbert's going to capitalize on that once again. So it'll be Jesse Jonathan for her second straight serve. Up it goes. And the Lakers looking to find some sort of fight they can win on this court right here. And the call is 4 touches. That's one too many, Emily. You're only allowed 3.
And while you're so caught up in the game, sometimes it really is hard to keep track.
Absolutely, especially with things like blocks, which don't necessarily always count.
Yeah.
It's hard to know if you've had 3 or 4 some of the time.
And it all goes so fast.
And here's Grace Godovin once again. And a spike from McKinnon. Lakers able to get there. And McReynolds trying to get something going for Oswego, but just nothing's there. Hilbert is on top of all these spikes, always there to block. And Ravac with a big spike. Lakers can't control it. And that'll be a 2-point lead for the Hilbert Hawks. They're flying right by the Lakers at this rate.
Definitely, but a good effort from the Lakers to try to recover from that spike.
And Hilbert, once again, it'll be Molly McKinnon. Well done by Adam. And the Lakers really just need to get something going, get some sort of spike, some sort of set to fall. And right now they're not getting that, and Hilbert is. To the far side, there's... And the Lakers, once again, just not getting anything to go for them, Emily. I keep saying the same thing, but they're going to need another timeout, go over to the sideline, talk to Coach Stedman, and see if they can figure something out. Because if not, Hilbert College is forcing the Game 5 and beating the Lakers in their home opener of the Oswego State Invitational.
Definitely. I mean, it's such a shift from, you know, how you can see Hilbert carrying themselves within this timeout right now. It's definitely, there's a lot more morale than you could have seen in the first and second sets. But not to say that there's not on the side of the Lakers, but it's definitely a little bit of a more solemn environment. So hopefully, you know, they're coming up with a solid game plan to come back from this.
And obviously now, morale, you can see, is clearly very high down on that Hilbert sideline. They're feeling good. They're up by 3 against Oswego, trying to force a set 5. And if you look over at the Oswego sideline, you see not a whole lot of cheering, not a whole lot of high-fiving. Things seem a little down in the dumps over there. So I'm wondering what Coach John Stedman might be saying to the girls to get their heads back in the game, get them focused on walking out of here in 4 sets and winning.
Definitely.
And Callie Vugteveen trying to bring some morale, trying to cheer up her teammates, give them some high fives, get some claps going.
We love to
see how that works for them. There's McKinnon again. And McReynolds with a phenomenal spike. That'll make it 13-15 in favor of the Hilbert Hawks, but the Lakers are looking to climb back here after that spike. And they won't have to wait too long, as here's Vugteveen. Up and over. Handled well by Roman. And Ravac hits it and gets it. 16-13 Hilbert. The Oswego State Lakers struggling to score more than 1 point at a time here, Emily.
Ravac's performance has been incredible, though, throughout these last couple games. I know you were talking about it a little bit, but I mean, the amount of energy this girl has on her is crazy.
That was Jade Schiller on the serve, and the Lakers just looking for something here. They need to get something going. But again, another miscommunication. Aiden lays out for it, unable to do anything with it. And it'll be Jade Schiller once again. Godovin, McPhillips. And again, another point for Hilbert. The Lakers are crumbling right now, Emily.
We're definitely getting to that point in the set where, you know, things are becoming a little more higher stakes.
And McReynolds able to get 1 point back for the Lakers, but still down 4 against Hilbert College. It'll be Emily Zeisler to serve here. And a nice serve from Zeisler. But a chance here, once again. And the Lakers are able to keep that one alive, but not out of the water yet. And that'll be Lindy Ikes once again with another big kill.
Well, we've seen a lot more from Ikes during this game than we did earlier. I think, you know, the fight that they could have put up in the game versus Utica in that last set, you know, if she had been earlier, I feel like they probably could have put up more of a fight.
Yeah, for sure. And we see now Mackenzie Mitchell and McKenna Rice coming into the game for Hilbert College. We know Mitchell's been really solid on these serves all game, so I don't think they're going to have any issue with her in there. And here goes Mitchell. And McReynolds, a really good dig there by Molly McKinnon, but just not enough. The Lakers are trying to come back. 15-19, they're down. McReynolds on the serve now. And trying to keep it alive, will not do that time, as that's McKenna Rice trying to hit it with one hand, get it over the net, and keep it in play. Not an easy task. So here's McReynolds again on the serve. A very strong serve, but Ravak's able to get to that one. Very well done by Santa Familia. And Dovin unable to put that one over the net.
With that being said, though, there has been a lot of power on the Lakers side now after these last couple of points. It feels like that sense of urgency has been renewed as they're nearing the end of the set.
And both teams just going back and forth now, waiting for someone to get an opportunity to spike it. And no one will this time around, as the Lakers get a little lucky on a bad hit ball. 17-20, Hilbert leads.
Your question is, will this be enough for the Lakers to try to tie that up? Do we have enough time?
And there's one, there's two. And that'll be three. Is that one in? The official says it is. Just like that, 21-17, Hilbert leads. And Oswego's got to be starting to get a little worried right here, Emily.
Might be getting a little antsy,
Going into game 5 with no momentum.
Yes, and I mean at the
That's
end
not something you want.
At the end of the second set, it was clear that there was a lot of confidence on the Lakers side. This set is definitely going to be a wake-up call.
And with that, it's 22-17 in favor of Hilbert. And Coach John Stedman's going to take another timeout. Now, Emily, the Lakers just have not looked like themselves, not the themselves we saw in these first two games.
It looks like morale is definitely low. I mean, again, it sounds like a broken record, but it's so important to maintain that, urgency, even if you are ahead or something like this could happen.
And we look at some of the players on Hilbert that have been performing really well, and one that stands out is Lindy Ikes, with 11 kills and 21 total attacks through the 4 games played today. That's a hit percentage of nearly 500. That's something we don't see very often. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna throw it back to Piper Kiernan, down to the sideline. Piper, take it away.
Right now we're in the 4th set for Utica and Penn, and right now Utica is 9-7 with the win, and if Utica keeps this up, we will be going into our 5th set. Truthfully, it looks like Penn State's number 6 freshman seems to be running the communication for Penn State, which might be, right now, the only way they're going to make it out of this loss. Throwing it back to you, Mike, in the box.
Thanks, Piper. We're back on court number 1, and Hilbert is serving up 22-17. The Lakers awaiting the serve. And up it goes, Dovin, and that'll go right into the net. 23-17 Hilbert. And
Getting
Emily,
real close to set point.
it looks like we might be getting to game 5 here.
Looks like it. And
Unless
I mean,
the Lakers can turn something around like that.
and at the end of the second set, we were so convinced that it could have been, a 3-0 game.
Yeah. But hey, things happen for a reason, right? And that's just not going to do it for the Lakers. Emily, that was a stinky sardines hit. Right up to the net. That's exactly the ball that Hilbert College wants to see.
And again, this could be it for this could be the point that sets us into set 5.
And the Lakers looking to get something back here. They're down 18-24 and have the serve. But you got to think about this, Emily. All the pressure has to be on Harper Finney right now. If she has a serve that doesn't go inbounds, they go to game 5.
Definitely. I mean, she has been pretty in character when it comes to the way that she's been serving. A lot of consistency, which is helping the Lakers.
And the Lakers just trying to keep it alive, and they will as Kelly Vugteveen gets up there, puts in a nice block, and now it's 19-24. Oswego is not going down without a fight. Here's Finney once again. Over and in. But a chance here. And that'll do it, folks. We're going to a game 5.
Again, if you'd asked me the second half, I would have not seen this coming.
Absolutely not, Emily. I mean, the Lakers absolutely dominated those first 2 sets, winning 25-18 and 25-19. And then we come on to that third set, Lakers started out pretty strong. And I don't know what Coach Calvin Crosby said in the huddle in the third set to get these girls going, but they turned things around. And not only did they beat Oswego, they demolished Oswego, 25-15. And now 25-19, a much closer game, a very good match.
Definitely.
But I really don't know which way this last set's going to go.
I will say the pressure is on for either team. Either Hilbert is going to come out of this with 2 losses, or Oswego is going to have to say, you know, that something went real awry after that second set.
And of course, we have 2 very strong teams here with 2 very different records and 2 very different histories to get here. Like we said at the beginning of our broadcast, assuming Oswego 5-5 on the year, this loss would make them have a losing record. Whereas Hilbert has a lot more to prove. They're 1-8 on the year and currently on a 7-game losing streak. So winning this game for them would be a huge step in the right direction.
It'll be a turning point for either team, and definitely.
All right, Emily, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you in game 1. If you could wear one of these 2 teams' jerseys for the rest of your life, you have to wear it twice a week for the rest of your life, which one are you wearing?
Honestly, might be a little impartial, but I'm going to have to go with the Lakers. I love blue, but I really, that green and gold, I will rep green and gold till the day that I die, you know what I mean? I'm a proud Laker. How about you, Mike?
And I love the colors green and gold. I'm going to be so honest with you. I think they clash way too much.
Really?
I think they clash way too much. So I am going to go with the Hilbert College uniforms.
You're wearing green and gold right now. You guys can't see it, but Mike has a green and gold style at the moment. I think he's got a little fashion faux pas going on at the moment.
Well, Hilbert's taken back to the court a little earlier, Emily. A minute left in this break. But Oswego's still in the huddle. Coach Stedman's still talking to the players, trying to get them psyched, prepped, ready for this final set. This is do or die.
Honestly,
figuratively, of course.
It looks like these Hilbert girls are already confident this is going to be it.
And Coach Stedman still going. Looks like he's yelling a little bit, using his hands to talk over there in the sideline. I wonder if he's getting the girls fired up for this final game. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
And there's 15 seconds of it. So.
Again, Hilbert's been out on the court just, talking, probably strategizing, making up a game plan, I'd say communication has definitely taken a bit of a U-turn on both.
And out come the Lakers with a lot to prove. But out come the Hilbert College Hawks, who also have a lot to prove, Emily. This could be a game for the ages.
Definitely an important way to set up the rest of this tournament.
And Hilbert ready to go. Oswego still in their huddle, and the official still not ready to go. And the Lakers just waiting on the official. as we're looking to get things underway here very soon. And the Lakers coming out with some energy that I don't think we saw in the last set. CJ Adam out here getting everyone excited. She's like, let's play some volleyball, guys. And Adam with an early set. A spike and a point for the Oswego State Lakers. So, Emily, what are we thinking here for the Lakers? What do they need to do to win this final set?
I'd say just, get some of that communication back from the first two sets. I mean, they were so in sync. I really do think it's important to, just keep fostering that communication. I mean, it looked like, now that they're not on the up, I think, staying comfortable, they don't have to worry about that as much, but I just hope that they can, realize that was kind of their downfall in the last two sets, and that they have to fix that now.
Absolutely, and Hilbert College struggling a little bit right out of the gate, but again, we saw this in the third game. Oswego took an early lead of 4 or 5, and Hilbert bounced back, beat them by 10.
Again, this really could go either way.
And there's Godovin, who's going to hit it out of bounds, over the net, over the line, and now it'll be Molly McKinnon trying to get something going for the Hilbert Hawks. McKinnon still waiting on the official here. And I'm not so sure what's taking so long. The Lakers leading 3-1 in this 5th set.
Solid serve from Molly McKinnon.
And remember, folks, this game is only played to 15 points, not 25, as it is the 5th and final set. And the Lakers will make it for you. Hear them going boom down on the sideline. And Coach Stedman always giving his players pointers, even when they're winning. Serving now for the Lakers will be Kaylee Vugteveen. As soon as the official is ready on the far side. This seems to be a common theme here, Emily, tonight.
The good thing is, though, it does look like they're, pretty deep in communication. So, it's for good reason. I am seeing, though, a lot more communication on Oswego's end as opposed to earlier sets.
And the serve is up. A chance here for Rayvac. And she'll take it, but there's going to be no contact on that, so it's going to be another Laker point. An early 5-1 lead in this final set to 15 points. And the Lakers trying to keep this thing going, but Hilbert looking to fight back and get some points of their own. And that'll be Emily Zeisler making it 6-1 Oswego. What did John Stedman say to the Lakers in that huddle, Emily?
This also could be another, thing when it comes to being comfortable. Once both teams have had, two well-played halves, but it's tied 2-2. So it could be, that Hilbert has got a bit comfortable. But I think, honestly, this looks like this is a very family-oriented team. I think he's said kind of the same thing that Coach
Emily,
Crosby would say, which is keep your head up.
We've seen almost a complete flip from what we saw in those last 2 sets.
Honestly, I feel like it's been very it's very extreme on either side. Either Oswego's taking it or Hilbert's taking it.
It feels like one team almost has their up while the other's down.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it's just a matter of who's up at the end.
And with such a smaller point frame, with the 15 points, it's the stakes are much higher now.
And it's still Vugteveen on the serve as she gets the go-ahead from the official. Jonathan with the set. And well done by Dovin. The spike by Kozaszewski a little too far back and right into the net. That'll make it 7-1 Oswego. Vugteveen still serving here. And again, a great serve. And again, Rayvac hits the net. It'll be another Oswego point. What a turn of events here, Emily, in this final set.
And it's been a very big, turning point during, these 2 major parts of the game, I feel like. It's been absolute U-turns on either side, and it's nice to see, these comebacks that are, being
And the
formed.
team's now switching sides for this final set as they've made it to the halfway point in the scoring. Vugteveen still just waiting. Up goes the serve. Roman with the second hit, and Jonathan with the last one. And a chance for a spike here for the Lakers. Well defended there. The Lakers with another opportunity here as it's McReynolds. Handled really well by Roman. And that'll be Rayvac with a spike of her own, handled by Dovin. And really well done by both teams to keep this ball alive. It's been a great rally. But McReynolds puts an end to it. Peanut butter and jelly, Emily Mike.
Honestly, and she is definitely proving herself as your player to watch.
A really, really, really strong spike by McReynolds there. And a nice block from the Lakers. That's McReynolds and Basile working together on that one.
And the crowd is erupting for the Lakers.
Just like that, it's 10-1 Oswego. 5 points from this game being all over, Emily. And Coach Stenman calls a timeout. The Lakers in a really good spot now here, Emily. What do you think Hilbert needs to do here?
I think the same urgency that they've played in for those last 2 halves, with so much on the line, this is that crunch time. I think they've got to come back with that energy and with that fervor to, really clinch that and get back up to where they need to be.
And the Lakers came out so strong there, Emily. I just wasn't expecting something like that after the last 2 sets they had. But hey, props to them for coming out and showing everyone who's boss. And with that being said, we're going to throw things over to our sideline reporter, Piper Kiernan, who just wrapped up a game. Piper, what do you got?
We just ended our game with a Penn State win from 22 to 25 for Penn. They both were not giving up this loss. They really fought hard until the end. Throwing it back to you, Mike, in the box.
Thank you, Piper. We're back on the court now as here's Vugteveen once again. And finally, Vugteveen stops serving as that ball will go out of bounds. But the Lakers with a huge lead here in this final set, up 10-2. And in comes Jade Schiller once again to serve for the Hilbert Hawks. Schiller awaiting the referee's signal. And there it is, up she goes. Well played by Dovin. And a chance for the Lakers again. A really good hit there by Schiller to keep their play alive. The Lakers again with a chance, with the set for Basile just a little too low. She can't even get that over the net. And the Lakers trying to get something going for themselves once again after that timeout. And McReynolds tries. Really well played there. And there's Ravac. But it won't go over the net as the Lakers make it 11-3. Serving now for the Lakers is going to be Emily Zeisler, the senior from Franklin Square, New York.
It's a very pivotal season for Emily.
And a chance for Hilbert here. Really well done by the Lakers to shut that down, and it's out of bounds. The Lakers make it 12-3. Zeisler will continue to serve here. And the Lakers with a chance again. It's McReynolds. A hit from the back, no good. And the Lakers will go again. It's McReynolds once again. Easy for McKinnon. And really well done by CJ Ada. Hilbert staying alive though. And the Lakers thought they had it. We've got mixed signals from the line judges. And it'll be a point for the Hilbert Hawks. And in comes Lauren Kropp for the Oswego State Lakers, as well as Mackenzie Mitchell and McKenna Rice for the Hilbert Hawks. Mitchell to serve here, just as soon as our official turns back around. And up goes the serve. No trouble for the Lakers returning that one. And McReynolds stuffed at the net. That's Lindy Ikes showing McReynolds who's boss tonight. So it'll be another serve for the Hilbert Hawks.
We're getting back up close to that similar score, but there's still a solid gap between Hilbert and Oswego.
And the Lakers need just 3 points here to walk away with a win. Will they be able to find them, Emily? And another miscommunication from the Lakers there makes it 12-6. The Hawks are creeping their way back into Oswego's lives right now. And if Oswego wants to get out of here with a win, they have to figure something out.
I'm hoping that Oswego hasn't, become comfortable just from those first few points within this set.
And McReynolds with a chance. And a point for the Lakers when they need it the most. 13-6 Oswego. And McReynolds to serve. Handled easily, and up go the Hawks. And that one will be out of bounds. 14-6 game, set, match right here, Emily.
It is all riding on this 1 point right now.
Priscilla McReynolds.
There's so much excitement.
Up and over. And what can Hilbert do here? That'll do it, folks. The Oswego State Lakers win in dramatic fashion tonight with a 15-6 victory in the 5th set versus the Hilbert Hawks. And Emily, let's talk about this game, because what a game it was.
Honestly, a very narrow win from two teams who have put up a solid fight all day. And honestly, again, Hilbert being able to, come so close to this victory after, their game against Utica is just an insane testament to their energy and to how much they can offer the rest of this weekend. I don't think that these losses should define Hilbert, as, from what I can see, they've been playing splendidly.
I totally agree with you, Emily. And both teams had their moments where they were amazing. They were really, really good. And both teams had their moments where they were not.
Yeah, 100%.
Like we saw in those first two sets, Oswego came out really hot, played really, really well. Sets 3 and 4, Oswego, for lack of a better word, got destroyed.
I think it really was an issue of, communication and, being comfortable or not. I feel like when either team was on the up, they kind of let that slack go down and let the other team get very close, on their tails, whether, for both teams. So I feel like it was a very close, game, but it also could have been less close if both teams kind of, kept that urgency once they were on the up.
Absolutely. Well, we had a great day today with lots of volleyball. And guess what, folks? If you want to come back for more tomorrow, we've got a whole day's worth of volleyball from 12 p.m. on. So from WTOP 10, I'm Mike Neckers. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night.